Hey everybody, guess what? We are back. This is African Frame Podcast. I'm with Rob Sibeko, who's a writer, a world builder. He has books out actually, several books, might I add. And they're actually quite good. I do have a copy of one of the books, and Buckmeister has a copy of the same book called Jean's War. If you look at his background there, you'll see the book cover. Check out his stuff, it's really great. He's a director as well, cinephile of note. And we have Buckmeister from Meister Geek Media and Buckmeister Cool Reacts. He also has a webtoon out called Black Panther versus Kang. If you look at his background, you'll see one of the covers that features Black Panther and Kang. The link of the webtoon is on the description below. Also, just know that Buckmeister Cool React is a YouTube channel where he reacts to certain things that spike his interest. He also has what else do you have? Is that where you also have your music there, or is that Meister Geek Media?
I haven't done music in a while. I mean, I
Mm.
still do it, but I haven't done it in a. Oh, Goku's here.
Yeah, provisionally, I'm provisionally here.
What do you mean provisionally?
I still need to do the things that make the posts to be done. So I'll be
okay.
going in and out every 10 minutes,
Yeah.
which
All right.
is about another 6 minutes now. So
Goku.
Okay. No problem. So
he'll come punch Bojack and Vi.
So as I was saying, yeah, so he hasn't been doing music for a while, as he was saying, but he's also has another channel called Meister Geek Media. You should check that out as well. I mean, he interviews African artists. He
did
talks
you
to
just guys just start?
Yes.
international people as well. And yeah, just check out his stuff. It's really good. You can learn a lot from him.
New episode of Geek Heresy coming soon. I just finished editing today.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll be up tomorrow.
What he just said. And we have Tebe Lokhala, the guy that just disrupted the whole thing, Goku style. He has a YouTube channel called KC Media. On KC Media, he has two podcasts. One is The Geek Spot, where he talks to people basically who grew up geeks, who like certain things. It could be different things, like people who like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, or people who watched anime growing up, writers, authors, artists, yeah, people of that sort. And then he has Nerdgasm, where we feature on there for the most part, where we review movies or animated series, or we just talk nonsense. Like we have something called Itawata Anime, loosely translated. It's anime news, but we don't just talk about anime news. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna be continuing with our 7-Up. I guess episode. So basically, 7-Up is us just dissecting film franchises that have at least 6 sequels and above, hence 7-Up. And this time we started with the MCU. So we have done phase 1 and phase 2. Now we're going to get into phase 3. But before we get into phase 3, we just want to touch on the 2 last films from phase 2 that we didn't talk about. The first one being Avengers Age of Ultron.
Quick question: where's Ant-Man 2 in this list?
Doesn't it? Well, I mean, we're not probably going to get there today. It'll be after Homecoming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I should probably then watch it so that I know what the hell's going on, because that's one of the movies I haven't watched.
Okay, so before we get into it, yeah, so basically this is Rob's segment now. He's gonna lead us into the entire segment. Rob, please take it away, my brother.
Okay. Just hold for me. Cool, man. So we're starting with Age of Ultron. Came out 2015. Directed by
Whedon.
There we go. Whedon's last thing. Before we never see him again. Before he joins DC.
Later. I mean, yeah, go ahead. You
I
know, what
really
doesn't-
wonder what happened with Joss Whedon, because I mean he had a good track record with the first Avengers. Clearly this one didn't work out so well, but I mean it was profitable at the box office, was it not? I just
Oh,
don't know.
it
No,
wasn't bad.
it did numbers, but
Yeah.
it didn't do Avengers 1 numbers. I think I think this one was like 1.4
Yeah.
or something. Like it
What
was
was
just
what was the number of the first one?
what was it?
Was it
1
not
point
1.2?
No, the first one was no, I think the first one did more.
Like 1.6?
Somewhere there.
Wait.
Okay. Avengers 1.5, Avengers
Oh,
1.4,
there we go.
Infinity Wars 2, and Endgame 2.8. Almost 3 billion.
Yeah, so Avengers 1 and 2, I mean the differences are not that
It's
huge.
more of a critic thing
No,
than a
yeah, I think for like for example, for casual audiences, right, with Age of Ultron, I think it's just people liked hanging out with the Avengers,
Mm.
if you get what I'm saying.
Mm.
And then also Ultron being a dark reflection of Tony, because you know what the MCU casuals love to do is they'll say one of two things. Oh, this is better than it was in the comic books, which no,
No, it was not. How dare they? I mean,
no.
sorry.
And I like
Continue.
Age of Ultron. I like Age of Ultron a lot, but no. And then
Eh,
also they'll be like, well, this happened in the comic books. No.
no, it didn't.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
before any of us continue, we have a roster like we normally do. Otherwise, this thing is gonna be all over the place. So Buckmeister usually starts.
Okay.
Then we'll have Tebello, then we'll have Rob, then we'll have myself.
Yeah, some people might be coming through and we'll just append them to that list, but we'll see. Anyway. Yeah, okay. So let me start with Age of Ultron. As I was saying, yeah, I just want to get that out the way. Like MCU stands, I'm sorry. Movies are not comic books. Kevin Feige said 616 one time and all of you brains melted. Read a comic book, freaking hell. But anyway, um getting back to Age of Ultron. So this movie for me, like again, I think like it does retread a lot of ground in Avengers 1. I think the reasoning is different, and I think that's like an interesting thing. I think what happens is they capture the essence of Tony. There was a comic book where they were discussing Civil War, and Captain America said like the problem with Tony is like it's not that you're a bad person. It's just that you're not good at delegation. It's like it's one of your weaknesses is that you need to be in control. So even if you have a good thing and you want to do a good thing, unless it's you doing it or you leading it, you can't see anyone else like take the reins from you. Like and it's like and Captain America, I think comic book fans, you I don't know my Captain America lore that well, but I think he had an alcoholic father, and he was saying like that's one of the traits of like alcoholism is like nettling control issues or something. It was in the book where they were discussing Civil War or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, so in this movie you get to see that play out with Tony, where Tony makes an executive decision for everyone about how to protect the world, and that's like where the catalyst of the conflict is. And I think that's very interesting because it's a natural progression for him to be like, yeah, I saw freaking aliens and the sky open. No one else did. So I'm the only one best equipped to take care of this. And I'm just like, Thor is also on the
Like
team.
he's just sitting right there. Like the God of Thunder,
Thor
ne? Is just sitting right there.
He's been dealing with portals all freaking day. Like, I maybe just ask him or whatever. Another thing I don't like about this movie, and again, I'm probably the one who likes Age of Ultron the most out of this panel. But I think another thing I didn't like about this movie is they nerfed Thor a lot. Like Whedon has a weird thing against Thor, and I'm not sure why.
God complexes can't survive the same room.
It's
I mean,
it's it's
to be fair, he also didn't really know how to use Captain America when it comes to action scenes in the first Avengers.
No, I think his scenes were fine. I just think the choreography was weird. I mean, look, to be fair, Captain America went and boxed with Loki, and all he had was a shield and gymnastics. That is impressive.
Nah, but it was that Captain America and the Captain America that's directed by the Russo brothers are two different Captain
Well,
Americas.
also the Captain America here, because the Captain America here is now jujitsuing robots.
That's my
So
point. But that you see, because he saw Winter Soldier. Before Winter Soldier, Whedon didn't know what he was doing with Captain. He didn't know what to do with Captain America.
But come on. Okay, sorry. I'll wait my turn. I'll wait my turn. Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
yeah, but anyway, yes. That being said, I do like Ultron in this. I like a lot. James Spader is pulling a killer performance. The action scenes here are good as well. Again, we do get a retread of Avengers have to fight a bunch of monsters or whatever. Again, I think the context is different enough, and also there was a subplot about Black Widow and the Hulk. Not sure, like I'm not that I was a defender of it. I never minded it, but now in recent events with stuff like Captain America: Brave New World coming out, it just makes me question why they didn't get the people back if they were gonna do a Hulk subplot anyway, and just do the subplot with Captain America and Black Widow, because that's obviously what they were setting up in Winter Soldier. And there is some continuities, since you MCU stands love to pull random continuities out your ass to be like, no, well, this happened here, so we can justify it happening in the MCU. There's a continuity where Captain America and Black Widow did get married and have a son. So,
Yes. I mean, oh wow, yay.
Who didn't that, like? Did
why
Black
not
Widow get with
you?
everybody? Like, did she date everybody in the Avengers?
That's hence my ew.
Did she go through the whole squad?
She
No, she
ran
never,
them through
she
like
never,
I
she
saw
never.
all of
I
the
don't think she dated Hawkeye. Somebody
No,
can
she
correct me.
did.
I don't. In the comic books,
In the comic books, she dated Hawkeye.
did she?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
It's all
I
of the,
know.
it's
I
a
know, I know, I know she,
bruh. If I remember correctly,
I know her and Daredevil were a thing at some
if I remember
stage.
correctly, there were once like a power couple at a point. Because I remember reading the Avengers comic when I was a kid, and they were an item. So
Mm.
unless
I
I'm
have to go.
forcing
are you
stuff,
telling me
but
she pulled a Cora?
but
I have to go
I
see.
remember them dating at a point.
I have to
the
go.
whole
I have
squad.
to go. I have to go reread it. I
Yeah,
have to go reread it.
Avatar Cora.
Yep.
She
Yeah,
pulled an
well,
Avatar
the
Cora.
Hulk is
Cora went for the whole
the Hulk
squad.
was never a thing. The Hulk was never a thing. So that's a purely MCU. Sun's getting low, fella. That's a purely an MCU
Yeah,
thing.
but
So
that's basically who's the funny kid in Avatar Team Avatar?
oh, Bolin.
Bolin. Yeah, that's basically Bolin. Yes. So she's basically Korra.
They're like,
Well,
hey,
according to y'all, she just went and hung out with Bolin. She never dated him, even though like they had actual chemistry, but whatever. Um yeah, again, I like this movie. 7.3 is a little bit low. There's a lot of quotables in this movie. There's a lot of fun moments. The action is really good. Um, I think some of it gets dragged down by the unnecessary. Like one thing this movie suffers from is unnecessary executive meddling. Like it's the thing that plagued Iron Man 2, and it plagues this a little bit, where they're just like, we gotta set up the next event. And it's like, we know Thanos is coming. We know. Like, why was Thor used to set up the Infinity Stones? We know what's happening. The stones are around the corner. Stop it. And then yeah, Vision was also really cool in this movie for however he was cool in this movie. And then shout out to Quicksilver, killed you too early, Chief. You died because of Fox bullets. There was a Fox executive in that ship. That's why you couldn't speed out of the way. And
Yeah, that was a
also
horrible choice, by the way.
yeah, and I mean also it would have been nice to see Falcon help War Machine with the escaping Ultron bots. I just don't know why they did that, because they don't even have those bros talk together on screen. Anthony Mackie walks from one side of the room to another side, and on the other side of the room is Rhodey telling jokes. And you'd think the two black people in the Avengers would just be like, what's up, bro?" But anyway. Yeah, 7.3. I'd give this an 8. I still think it's yeah, 7.3 is a bit low for me, but I give it an 8.
All right. I guess Devin was cooking because he's off. Okay. Then it's me, right? Or is no, it's Rob.
Yeah, sure, it's fine. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. I actually enjoyed this movie as much as Buck, maybe even more. What I think this movie is I almost hate how much hate it got, because I mean I also understand it's like you got a prime steak in your first movie, and then you were given a not so prime steak, but still some good meat, and I think these scenes were amazing. I thought the action scenes were great. I thought the Hulk versus Iron Man was awesome. Um, Sure, I'm sure the Hulkbuster uniform is a lot different in the comics. I have no idea.
No. Actually, that's the weird thing about the MCU, is that they'll decide to open a comic book for 3 seconds and then they'll just close it forever. And you're like, just stop doing that. Like, the thing that was cool, it works. Stop
But
it.
before even the MCU guys, even Fox used to do that nonsense. Hello, Brian Singer. How are you?
No, Bryan Singer didn't even care to try. The problem is that with phase 1 through 3, they had some reverence and respect for comic books. I mean, that's why we even get to see the Captain America uniform where with the wings, where he was being a performer and punching Hitler, because that was the joke, right? And it was a reference to a comic
So
book cover.
the first issue of
Phase
Captain
4
America.
comes and everybody says, burn every comic book in this office. I don't want to see. No, is that a comic book? Put that down. Here's
That's
a
fine.
synopsis. Sorry, Rob, but go ahead.
Problem. That appears to be a Feige thing, though. I will definitely say that, because I mean, some of the new directors are saying they didn't even want us to know about the comics. They just wanted to come in. Like, have you seen some of the comments they've made lately, where it's like, what are you even talking about? But yeah, let's not
Anyway.
talk about Echo. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. As I was saying, individual set pieces. I love the fact that Wakanda is apparently is in South Africa somewhere, maybe inside next to Lesotho. I don't know. I like
That's
the
the only time they mentioned that the Wakanda's in South Africa. The only time.
No, hey, there was hilarious videos of when American bros were reviewing this thing, and they were like, "Oh, the Avengers rock up in Wakanda," and I was like, "No." I was like, I know there's a lot of black people here, but no.
And also, why is it that the two Black Panther movies don't show Wakanda, that side of Wakanda that we've seen in Age of Ultron?
exactly.
Because that side of Wakanda looks a bit way too different from the other Wakanda that
Very
we've seen in
different.
movies.
I had to just I just had to comment. I was like, guys, this is Johannesburg. Like, please.
Which region of Wakanda was that in?
Alexandria, Wakanda, apparently.
No, like where Iron Man can just randomly buy a building to destroy it. Dog T'Challa would be in his house tomorrow. Munna, the bill.
Oh my gosh! And
But
also,
anyway.
I do think it's funny that because I didn't know about that, by the way. I didn't know before the movie came out. But when I saw when I saw the armored vehicle, I was like,
James
that
BD.
is South Africa.
Oh, I was actually in Joburg at the time, and I remember they told us that we should use alternative routes for a few days because they were shooting the Avengers. It was a big thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another fun fact was this. The director also had to tell. I think it was Whedon. Maybe it was Whedon on assistant director. But there was one funny story where they were just like they had to get people to stop waving at the camera and trying to tell people that they were in a Marvel movie. Trying to tell their family that they were in a Marvel. It's like,
That's us, bruh. I'm surprised that no one was dancing during that. How can I men see?
Exactly. Because in America they get touched if you're in the back. If you see a camera, they get angry. In South Africa, we get happy. Yeah.
No, yeah, like
But anyway-
was this the director had to keep telling the extras, no, you need to run. Don't look at the camera, don't wave, just run away from the Hulk.
Exactly. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. I
And
thought that scene
Another
was
fun
great.
fact was that my beloved knew some people from the production crew and tried his level best and failed to get himself into the extras.
Wouldn't let him.
I believe the line was, "Bro, if I'm not there, why do you think I'm gonna be able to hook you up with someone who got you there in the first place? I'll be there I'll be already there if that was the case."
Mm.
But yeah, I also enjoyed the performances. I would say that actually one of the key things about this movie that made it great was the individual performances. Like,
yeah.
I really like. My favorite thing actually was a small performance, and that was by Mr. Gollum, who just managed to pull out just one of the best African accents I've ever heard. Actually, better than Leonardo DiCaprio, better than a lot of these Americans. I actually thought that was a great African accent or Afrikaner accent. I enjoyed that. I also enjoyed Ultron. Sorry?
What was the name of that silly movie with
What, Blood
Matt
Diamond?
with Matt Damon?
Oh no,
What?
Invictus.
Oh, Invictus! Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
I saw the minute I saw Nelson Mandela played by Morgan Freeman, I was like, oh no.
We are in so much trouble.
No, but I mean,
Uh,
there was this whole thing for a very long time, and a lot of people know this, that Morgan Freeman looks like Mandela. You guys know this, right? There was a
Yeah.
whole thing for a very long time, for years,
Hence the Mandela
to
effect.
who?
to a lot of people.
The Caucasians.
Okay.
No, not just the Caucasians, bro. It was a worldwide conversation.
The
Am I the only
Europeans.
one
All
that
right, but
experienced this?
okay, but Extrodin, you really think a Nelson Mandela accent is going to come out of Morgan Freeman?
Hell to the no, dog. But they knew. It's like, look, the first time I saw Steve, Rob, I'm sorry
Yes.
I'm doing this. So the first time I saw Steve Jobs, I said, this is Ashton Kutcher. I said this in 2009. They did a movie of Steve Jobs. Dude did not sound like Steve Jobs.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part.
And even though he tried his best to behave and act like Steve Jobs,
Hmm.
you realize that he has the look, but
Doesn't have the.
he's just not Steve Jobs. So, yeah, Morgan Freeman looks like Mandela, but don't ask him to play Mandela.
There's only been one good fan casting, one, and that was William Dafoe playing Ryuk. Perfection.
Yeah.
In a bad movie, but him playing Ryuk was perfection in my eyes. I
Yeah.
thought he sounded.
Just one more side note before we get back to it. Black Panther fans were pissed at this, and were doubly pissed now because in the comic book, read a comic book. In the comic book, the reason why Claw lost his arm is because T'Challa blew it off as a 13-year-old kid trying to kill the dude who killed his dad. And he missed, but he took the dude's arm, and that's why Claw has a sound cannon for an arm now. But yeah, in the MCU, they decided to give that to Ultron. So yeah.
Hey, you gotta take something from the black man.
But anyway.
But I disagree with you with the fan casting thing. It's a conversation for another time. I don't think, I don't, no. I'm not saying that.
Okay, Kai.
Wait. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm just saying that's not the only fan casting. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But anyway, I was gonna talk about how okay, so basically I'm gonna talk about the film directing part of it. So I'm saying the actors' performances were great. God, I can't believe I forgot his name. But anyway, the guy, the Gollum voice guy, him.
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis, thank you. Did a great job, and I thought he did a great job as he was a good casting as Scar. Claw, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I don't know why I went to
Did he
lie.
always want to have a brother? What's going on?
Be prepared. Okay, but anyway.
But anyway, I thought James Bond Spader made a good Ultron. I thought the delivery was great between them, the back and forth between Iron Man and James Spade, where it's like what's the omelet line where it's like I was about to say it. You said it before me, but I like that.
Oh yeah, no, nobody has to break anything. Clearly, you've never made an omelet.
Yes, there we go.
No, one of my favorite lines from him is like, what's this? What are you doing with the vibranium? He's like,
Oh,
oh
yeah,
yeah, let me
yeah, what
sit
is-
here and explain my evil
No,
plan.
It's just like what I think about Venom. Yes, I really wanted to take this moment to explain my entire evil plan. Then he dragged him.
But you see, it's stuff like that. See, and also I was actually watching a TikTok video where someone was going, "The sun is," what that line you guys use, "The sun is whatever." With
Oh, the sun is
thought.
low, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this movie is probably an insult to comics. I don't know, but
Yes.
it's incredibly.
In certain places,
Yes.
like
Okay.
it's weird. Like he gets like he'll be accurate, and then he'll like deviate left, and then he'll be accurate, and then he'll like deviate left. So
Yeah, and I think he managed to put together a good product. I now, if you know the
I don't
drama,
understand, guys. Didn't you see that coming?
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Okay.
I see
Cool.
what you did there.
You're quick enough. You're quick
oh
enough to
my
get it.
god.
You were
Yeah,
quick enough
okay.
to get it.
Okay, Hawkeye. Okay, Hawkeye. Oh,
Anyway,
speaking of which, shout out to Hawkeye, the only man to defeat Scarlet Witch.
You know?
it's true.
Instant KO. He's like, we're not doing this brainwashing again. Nope.
Been
Yeah,
there, done
someone should have told Doctor Strange that story. Multiverse
Yeah.
of Madness would have ended in 5 minutes.
Like,
Just get an arrow and put it on her forehead. Done.
no, just don't make me call him. Wanda, don't you dare. I will call him right
I
now.
will fix
Say,
it right now.
Eripe.
Hawkeye, she's gone crazy again.
Anyway, he can. Point is, Josh Whedon can really make actors have fun with each other. Now, with the drama with Josh Whedon is that a lot of the actors kind of hate him. So I guess he's not a director's actor. But in this film, he managed to like really make the actors really enjoy each other. Like again, with the back and forth with Hawkeye and Quicksilver, the back
Yeah.
and forth between Scarlett Johansson and Thor, the back and forth, the initial party scene. I think everyone considers that to be one of the most popular scenes in the whole movie. Just them having fun with each other and the hammer twitching, just a little nod to all the Captain America fans. I thought it was really beautiful. But anyway, altogether, I'm gonna say the sum of the parts were better than the sum of its parts, and that really pushed it above. So I'm gonna give it an 8.3.
All right, double as you, man.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yo, shout out to you, Duchesne. We see you, buddy. Your turn will come. Just be patient. Yeah.
One.
I got you, bad.
What's
Yeah.
the okay, but anyway, go
I don't know
ahead.
if I don't know what if everyone else has said is even has said this already at this point or not, but honestly speaking, Avengers 2 Age of Ultron is the middle child nobody talks about. For good reason though, because it's objectively speaking, it's boring.
Okay.
The thing that got us hooked with the first Avengers was that it was the first Avengers. There was a nice, there was a hodgepodge of people there was in its own, which had their own different build-ups. Thor had his own movie, Iron Man, Captain America, blah 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 blah, and then it led up to a climatic third act where they finally got their act together, where they put their differences aside to fight against a greater threat. Then we've got Infinity Wars, which is basically the successor of this movie. This was a whole different match because we have a broken system and where a purple testicle was gallivanting all over the galaxy. What?
Nothing. Carry on, buddy.
It was gallivanting.
Thanos will show up at your house and say he's inevitable.
I am one with the color. I do not fear him.
On your birthday every year.
I've said
what I mean.
I've said it before and I've said it again. If it wasn't for those Infinity Stones, Thanos would chop Thanos in half in a heartbeat. That coming back.
I'll just like hold my beer.
Yeah, like
what are you saying?
yeah. Have you not seen my boy Thanos fight? I'll send you the footage. That man can hold zone against natural gods. So anyway, that being said, the purple testicle went around gallivanting and capitalized on a fractured Avengers, and that's basically how he managed to get it. But the stakes were also building up. It now went from it's an Earth problem to it's a galactic universe problem, and then it led to Endgame, where we saw the consequences of not getting your act together, and for the sake of the universe, you need to do what you need to do. So it has that build up. This one, it seemed like Ultimate seemed basically like a rehash of the first one, with a flavor of a prophecy of the end times coming from what follows next.
Finally, someone that speaks English.
What?
Yep.
So we do, and then at the same time, Loki's invasion of Earth threatened the whole Earth.
Yeah, but
Ultron
like
was
the difference was though, I just to say the difference was though is that Loki wanted to take over Earth.
yes,
Ultron's whole goal was to improve Earth by removing humanity.
exactly. We have look. Ultron had the best dialogues. I think
Yes, he did.
he
No,
had
and also it's hilarious that Ultron was like he went through the internet for 2 minutes and he was
And
like,
was-
all of you gotta die.
Control Alt Delete. Where's the delete button? Where is it?
No, somebody said he saw 4chan and he was like, humanity
Yeah,
has
human
been here too long.
Time's up.
So I think what breaks my heart is even though we see the build up and the tension, it doesn't have the I don't know, you don't feel the desperation that the
No.
world's going to die if we fail.
Yeah, I think because maybe they have that city hover for too long. And
Yeah.
also and this is also I don't know why you didn't have Thor and Iron Man lift the stone. It would have just been that much easier.
Mhm.
But I think another thing is that because we got to see the descent of Loki, when you get to Avengers 1, you're just like, oh, okay, this is Loki at his lowest. So you've seen what he was capable of in Thor 1. So now it's like now they're upping the
Yeah.
stakes. Whereas with
Yeah.
Age of Ultron, as people who criticize this movie, they call it the weekend of Ultron because they didn't have a whole phase could have been spent building up to Ultron before we even got to
'Cause-
like phase 2 could have been like Ultron is like as much as it's formulaic, to go, okay, this is the bad guy of this saga, it works. Like Dragon Ball Z did this all the time and it worked fine. So
yeah, but
you
at the same
can
time,
do that again. So
Dragon Ball Z had the ability of upping the stakes alongside it.
yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like I think humanity's extinction versus its subjugation, I think those are two very different struggles because
And at the same time, we didn't feel it.
yeah, I mean, but remember,
it didn't hit the landing for me.
Yeah, because
but I'm saying
that's
I just
my
think because Loki had build up and Ultron just dropped. So maybe that's where that comes from. But anyway,
yeah, because I mean, if you can compare to other cinematic villains, I mean, Sauron, no matter how hard you try, you don't want to think of a universe where Sauron who got the One Ring, no matter how hard you
But-
tried.
Do you guys understand that there are a lot
Like-
of people that didn't have, like, some people have not watched any Marvel movie but loved Thanos when they watched Infinity War?
Yeah, of
Are you
course.
guys aware?
Yes,
He's the main character.
he was a POV character.
Yeah, but
what
Yeah,
he's
I'm
doing.
but
just
I
saying,
mean-
I'm just saying that sometimes there's no need for you to have a build-up of anything. If a movie is good, it's good. And it
But
sucks.
no, but
It
at the same
sucks.
time, the characters may not have watched any other Avengers movie, but they do know about those characters.
Not all of them do.
Mhm.
Edo, I'm talking about people that did not watch any Marvel movie. And
yeah,
they
but
watched Infinity
But
War.
they've watched,
but I'm
like I
saying
said,
the
they
other
have
thing
some
is
knowledge of the IP.
Yeah, but-
They are you telling me that they've never heard of the Hulk? They've never heard of Iron Man. They've never heard of
No, they
of-
have.
Yeah,
I'm just
so
saying,
they
but they have
know.
not tied in any of these phases, or they don't
but
have
I'm
any connection
saying the
with
thing
any
is
of that stuff.
if we strip Infinity Wars down to its bare bones, because remember also Infinity War was coming out around the time when people were saying superhero fatigue, superhero fatigue, superhero fatigue.
Yeah.
So Thanos drops. He's the first villain in a huge blockbuster to win the way that he did. I can see a lot of people who are sick of superhero films dominating cinema saying like, yeah, take that.
And also, I just want to add that he was riding on the cocktails of the fact that everybody knew these other characters already.
No, but despite
Everybody
that,
knew
also Marvel
it.
was having horrible villains anyway before Thanos
True.
came through.
Okay, wait. In
I,
defense of Kutsu, I actually think he's got a point here.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think in maybe not in the way you'll have to agree or disagree here. I think remember with the other villains, there was a stronger, smoother focus on them. Even with the original Loki one, even if you hadn't watched the other movies before, there's still a good focus on Loki. Loki catches a lot of good W's, whereas Ultron catches, well, he
Else.
survives and takes an L in the party, dies in the party, and then he moves on, and then he dies again, if I remember correctly. And the thing which again, then he loses like 3 times.
Yes.
Whereas Loki wins every single battle until the last. Um, yeah, and then of course Thanos wins completely. Whereas, and then to the point where Tony almost becomes the bigger bad guy almost in the middle. So there's a lot of distractions from Ultron to make him the it figure that
Yeah.
kind of ruins it. So that's why you can get, without watching anything, you just watch Avengers by itself and you'll like Loki, and you
And
watch
also,
Ultron by itself, you'll like, no, not Ultron, Thanos by himself, you'll like Thanos.
the introduction of Vision distracted us from actually even focusing on Ultron, because people were more psyched to see Vision than to be
No,
interested in anything that Ultron was doing.
I also want to add on to that. The other thing that also took away from this movie is like the action sequences were pure ass. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. No.
What did I
That's
say,
harsh.
Kana, before Tebelo came
That's
through?
harsh.
Yeah.
But strong.
Alexa, play a Hero Falls.
No, man. I just remember there was that
Nah,
whole
nah,
truck sequence. I almost gagged.
Nah. You are my brother, Tebelo.
No. I mean, look at that fight sequence between Ultron and Captain America. What the hell? Okay, never mind the choke sequence. You're throwing a frisbee at the robot on top of a truck while
At high
The
velocity.
chase sequence. Okay,
that
yeah.
chase sequence while
Yeah. Well,
well,
look, what was
while
he
Natasha's
supposed to
busy
do?
cleaning up the like.
And look, and to be fair, Hawkeye even says, "Dog, what are you doing?" But Captain America is just like, somebody's gonna do something.
That's horrible writing. Why would you give him Ultron? Why would you give him a robot? Why would you give this guy a robot on top of a truck?
Who else
Horrible
was there
writing.
though?
And then the two other robots go there and become little jetpacks for the truck again.
I'm saying, but like the logistics wise, who else was in the vicinity at the time?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. This movie for me, okay, my turn will come now. Let me keep
Yeah.
quiet.
Okay,
Yeah.
So,
Then we have
please.
Hi, I can see Extraordin's fire style is coming. This is going to
The-
be a 6 out of 10. But
look.
anyway,
Then we have that whole. Then we have poor. What's the one-eyed idiot now? Okay, he was an idiot in this movie. What's his name?
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury was just basically everybody's abandoning uncle who only comes to give sage advice and
That fox.
disappears.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
well,
then
he doesn't have a shield anymore. Captain America burned it to the ground.
That speaking of which, then we have this is Hawkeye's movie for all the things he was doing is like, okay, you gotta go back to my hidden off the grid family that I have all the way in the mountains of nowhere.
I don't know if you guys are aware of actually the trivia behind this whole thing, because we didn't know what to do with Hawkeye. Like, there was a whole thing where Hawkeye either would have died or wasn't going to be involved. Initially, the rumor was he was not going to be involved in the movie. He was not going to be included. Then he became included. Then we don't wanted to kill him. There
Then
was
we
a rumor
have
that we don't wanted to kill him. I don't
Then,
know if
of
you
course-
remember this, Rob.
then of course we've got. I mean, okay, look, I've read bits of Age of Ultron. I've seen what happens where there's a whole subplot where Wolverine and I forgot the other lady's name have to go back in time to trying to stop Ant-Man from creating Ultron. Then he doesn't listen. The whole plot is convoluted. It's very interesting. It also screws the world. Morgana takes over the world in that version. This we have. Okay, let me not go into comic detail before I start screaming my lungs out. I was just like, this movie was, as you guys put it, was a perfect product. It was very good for hype at that point in time, and that's what Disney wanted. But how many of us can actually think like, I'm going to go back and watch Age of Ultron compared to the others.
I went back a few times.
Compared to Avengers or all Marvel?
All Avengers movies
Avengers.
or all Marvel.
Okay, if
I'm
we're just
talking
talking
I'm talking about
then
Avengers.
yes, I'll agree. It's maybe the bottom of the four,
Yeah.
but I won't say it's the bottom of Marvel because that
No,
is
no,
not. It is
Captain
not.
Captain
No.
America 3 exists, so no.
You say three.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Three.
Oh no, not the Captain America. I mean Iron Man
4.
3.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Iron
was
Man
about to be
3.
like, whoa.
No, Cap is okay-ish. But at the same time, we've also got who? Okay. For me, and this is what happened when we did our tier list. We discovered Civil War was like the
There's no way
Avengers
you're gonna get to
successor.
Homecoming, I promise you.
Okay, but anyway,
continue, Develo.
yeah.
Yeah, Civil War for me was more of a successor to the Avengers movies than this movie actually was. And I'm sorry, like one of my best lines is that line between Vision and Ultron, where he goes like, they have their feelings, that you've missed something. There's grace in their feelings. They think order and chaos are two opposites. They don't see that order and chaos are two sides of the same coins. And they somehow trying to control what won't be, but there's grace in their feelings. You've missed it. And then Ultron says, "You are unbearably naive." Well, I was born yesterday.
Yes, what are
That-
the dialogue is iconic as a mofo. Yeah, Josh Whedon is a good writer.
Yes.
We can't argue with that.
I think you can see, like, now that we discuss it, you can see the seeds of him being tired.
Mhm.
And I think where he's on autopilot is in some of the plot, but he's awake for the dialogue, if you get what I'm saying.
He's a dialogue person. That's his thing. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your rating, Develo?
My rating will be. I cannot give it as lost Thor the Dark World. I cannot.
Oh yeah, what did you give Thor? Oh, 6.7. Oh, okay, let's
But
see.
at the same time, I did like Thor the Dark World in some scenes.
No, wait, I put 8 in the wrong place.
Okay,
No.
I'll give it a decent 6. Yeah.
They give it a 6. Okay, so you never
Wait,
gave it a.
you saying Dark World is better than Age of Ultron?
No, 6 points.
Wait, he never gave it a score. What did you give Thor the Dark World? You'll just say you gave it a 6. So 6 point what?
Incredible Hulk got by 6.5. Okay, no, yeah, definitely. No, it would definitely have to be better. To be 6.7.
IT.
What?
Wait, was Develo not around when we did our phase 2 thing?
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Okay.
Captain America has to. I'd give it a higher score. I did like that because of all the gay tension. That will definitely give it
so much.
The gay tension.
Don't even ask that.
No. If any Yaoi fanatics saw the tension between Bucky and Captain America, it would have ended up with them snogging in bed. That.
Oh my God.
Every Yaoi fanatic was like,
Mfana, I'm so far from even being remotely part of the
Wait. What does the protest have to do with this? Hold on.
Why do people like this?
Anyway.
Yeah, no. So if I were to give a score to the Winter Soldier, it would definitely have to be a 7.
Cool. All right.
Yes, that's your
We'll
top
get back
three
to the rest. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's time for your explosion, buddy.
No, there's no need for explosions, guys. Develo said a lot of things that I was gonna say anyway. This movie bored me to tears. I went to the cinema to watch this movie, guys. I actually went to the theaters because at this time I was a huge Marvel fan. For the most part, I even knew when Black Panther was coming out, like 5 years in advance. I was already locked in. I knew so many things. I knew what was going on. Get there. First of all, why is Black Widow trying to charm Hulk to transforming into a normal human being again? That, for the life of me, will never make sense to me, ever. Doesn't make sense. Horrible writing. 2, the fact that it's a carbon copy of the first one. It's like, okay, Marvelous Kevin Feige is calling, yo, Whedon, we like the first Avengers movie. You got to do the second one. You have any ideas? Yeah, don't worry. I've been writing this story all along. I'll show you something.
Drops the phone, panics.
Shit.
What the hell did you do?
Control all, copy, paste. Shit,
Yeah.
I need to change this.
Change name. Computer, search and find.
Search, find.
Low key. replace
For
Ultron.
me, I'll give an
And
example. The opening sequence, them going to is it
Latveria or whatever it's called.
Fro
What is
von
that?
Strider? That guy, I forgot his name.
Yes.
Yeah. Geez, what Baron von Strucker. There we
I
go.
Yeah.
hated Tony Stark that entire time.
'Cause
Please be
he's
a
like,
secret door. Please be a secret door. I didn't see Tony Stark. I saw Robert Downey that entire time. I was
there was a-
completely,
there was
I
a-
was
That's who he's
completely
been.
bored by Robert Downey's performance there until he saw the vision of like all the team members and all. Then that sparked my interest.
that was because of Scarlet Witch. Guys, maybe you don't understand. I have the biggest beef with Scarlet Witch as a character. You have no idea. I do not like her. I mean, like, whenever she's busy crying about her babies and crying about
Okay, wait.
crying about her about the
In
talking
Age of
dildo.
Ultron, she's defensible. Post One
No,
Division. No, here's the thing. Remember, first off and foremost, her house was exploded by a Stark bomb. That's one.
okay.
Two, she gets picked up by Hydra and gets weaponized and radicalized to go against the Avengers.
Yeah.
The people who are prime for brainwashing.
Yes.
So you put those two factors together, of course she's going to do stuff like give the Avengers visions and make them go crazy and
No,
all
I
of
don't
that
disagree.
stuff.
I don't disagree
I
with that
don't.
at all.
That I'm not disputing. I'm disputing the fact that she's now pulling the biggest.
No, post One Division, I've got
No,
no
no, no, no,
defense.
no, no, no. I'm still talking about the same movie. I'm talking about the her biggest temper to the panic attack she's having in the middle of a battle because she now realizes what she's caused and stuff like that. Like, woman. Oh no! So now it's a problem when you see that Ultron plans on destroying all mankind. Isn't this what you wanted? You see, this woman, Wanda from this movie, and Nina from Code Geass, same WhatsApp group. You wanted
No,
to
but
have
wasn't
Avengers,
like
but just face the
also, man,
consequences.
like Wanda at this point was a teenager, was she not? Like,
Yeah.
let's give her some grace, dog. Like
Teenager
they
or
just
young, I think young woman basically. But I'm just saying, like the thing is that also on top of that, she had her mind messed with for years, so she's not like thinking on the straight and narrow. When we
Yeah.
get to One Division, that's all. That one, I've got no defense. I
All right.
tried to have a
Anyway,
defense,
let's
but anyway,
move this
point,
along
yeah,
because
point
anyway,
B.
Hulk didn't have a storyline in this movie whatsoever.
that's-
There was nothing. This movie could have just been there without him. Like he was completely useless.
but in
And
our
it
defense,
was just it was for me. It was just he was just fan service,
no, but he said he said the coldest line of the movie
which is
when he said I could snap your neck without even turning a shade of green.
who was he talking to?
He
Wanda.
was talking to Wanda. I was like,
Okay.
No,
Banner
he
on
did.
the other hand,
He did have a
Banner.
arc.
Banner, on the other hand, there was something there, because he helped create Ultron, which is something that people hardly talk about because they make it seem like Tony was the only one doing everything.
no.
But
And the fact that Ultron is Ant-Man's creation, oh, Hank Pym's creation. Let me be factual. Is something I'll never forgive.
yeah.
The fact that they've changed that.
But anyway, yeah, so Hulk for me, there's nothing much to him apart from the last part where he decides to go elsewhere, because he sees the error of his ways or whatever. But I mean, that could have been done in any other movie apart from it.
And I like how so secure Scarlet into the Natasha was to throw a man off a cliff and expect that Hulk wouldn't come and break her in half.
Exactly. Anyway, then we have Ultron. Like you guys said, James Spader's a brilliant actor. I mean, I used to watch Boston Legal and The Practice and all of that stuff. Brilliant. Mwah. Chef's Kiss, Secretary, all those movies were great. But great character, great actor, horrible movie. So he didn't do anything for me, right? Claw didn't do jack squat for me. I didn't even like him. Like, in the circus, what are you doing? The Avengers for me, the party scene was fine. It's memorable. I was actually more interested in other people becoming Avengers than actually the entire team. I was interested to see Rhodey there. I was interested to see Falcon there, even though they were there for like a few
You were
minutes.
interested to see Anthony Mackie walk from one side of the room to the other side of the room.
No, I'm
Yes.
talking about seeing those moments, expecting more from them. Not that after watching the movie, I'm like, yeah, I like Anthony making this movie more than no. I just mean when I saw him, I thought he was gonna be part of the Avengers in this movie, right? But unfortunately not. Anyway, yeah, having aliens in the first movie, then having multiple robots, for me, just threw me off. It's like, what are we doing? I mean, we did this already. You know what I mean? Yeah, we did this already. Thor being going to Asgard, having his own issues, yeah, his hallucinations or whatever that was. For me, I was like, what is going on here? What are we doing? So I didn't feel this movie at all, guys. There were so many pieces that were all over the place. And I told you guys before, for me, phase two is my least favorite phase of this entire MCU. Like at this point, like from between phase 1 and 3, phase 2 is my least favorite. I've mentioned this before.
Even with Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I told you guys that I didn't enjoy, or was I telling you, Buck? I didn't enjoy it. I mean, Rob, I didn't enjoy.
Wait,
the Winter
was I
Soldier.
not here for
I didn't
Avengers?
tell me that.
Sorry, to interrupt.
Whoa.
No, I did.
So
I told you guys.
you didn't even like Winter Soldier.
No, I didn't.
So Black Widow was a blast for you. You
No,
were like, the Eternals.
no.
Hmm.
Okay, I did like the Eternals. I told you guys this before.
Oh.
But anyway,
Nani?
phase 4 was good.
Now,
guys,
Wait,
Eternals.
wait.
I'll say this without fear or contradiction. Yeah. When I hear, I'm like Julius Malema. I'm in charge. I'll say it without fear of contradiction.
This
Yeah,
should
I told
have
you.
been in your
Like,
geek
Julius
blasphemy,
Malema, you
dog. This
can-
should have been in your geek blasphemy because if you're gonna say what I think you're gonna say, oh
I'm
my
gonna say
god.
it. Eternals for me is better than Age of Ultron. There, I said it. I said it. And I meant it, bruh. Yeah.
I need to revoke your movie reviewing card because
Guys,
yeah,
revoke, cancel me, it's fine. I'll join Thanos and have his
fake
porridge in his planet.
ass Superman and
wait.
touchy feely and touchy feely
Yeah,
Cersei
all that stuff.
and
For
Kit
me,
Harington with whatever he was doing in that movie.
for me, that's better than this nonsense called Age of Ultron.
I'm bringing. You've brought on my inner Palpatine extraordinary. So good Buckmeister. I hate on him. Good.
When that movie opened with the title crawl, a Star Wars title crawl.
It doesn't matter. For me, that movie was better than Age of Ultron.
Now kill him.
Anyway,
you know what?
Kill
Ultron
him
actually
now.
was in the movie. You know who was not in the movie? The actual deviant villain who was supposed to be the villain of the movie. He doesn't show up at all.
It's fine. Imana, there's nothing you can say that will convince me otherwise. That Eternals for me is better than this. But anyway, so yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff that for me didn't add up. It didn't fit like a glove for me. This movie, unfortunately.
Because I wasn't there, apparently I wasn't there for the first Avengers movies. You can put a 9.9 there. It's my favorite movie of the whole lot.
Wait, say it again.
For the first Avengers, the 2012 one.
Oh yeah, you don't have a name there. 9.9.
Yeah.
That's alarming, but okay. No.
Yeah, it's the best one of the whole lot.
Yeah, I agree. So this one, give it a 6 there.
I will never forgive you
I'm
for this, by
surprised.
the way.
Duchesne, it's you,
like
buddy.
enemies.
Eternals.
Now, Dushana.
Why are you acting like an African teacher, bro? What are you doing? Why are you doing that?
Teacher. What's up?
Oh, okay. I'll give you guys my score of the other movies later because I can see it.
Yeah, and I've heard some very interesting takes. What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up?
Hey, you think you know again?
Betrayal.
Yeah.
Buckmaster
I
has
know.
broken.
You know, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, as shocking as they may be. But at the end of the day, right? let me just get into Ultron before we go too far. So Ultron, I feel like it had a lot of good concepts personally. It just didn't land well. It felt kind of bland at the end. You know what I mean? Like the concept of Ultron in the beginning, where the threat is not external, but it comes from the Avengers themselves. They made a mistake. You know what I mean? So that kind of put like a new twist on it for me, which I felt like was kind of cool, I'd say. The actual execution of Ultron, his voice was amazing. Oh, it was great. It was fantastic. His actual appearance, though, at the end, it felt less grand, and I'm gonna use Vision as an
Oh, no.
Yes. You're gonna use Vision as a.
An example.
or whatever. Either way,
Sorry, you broke up,
Vision.
Duchesne.
Vision as an example.
Oh, okay. Carry on. You talking, bro?
Duchesne? Come into the bridge, Duchesne. You see, this is Ultron blocking
Yo,
your
yo,
network
yo.
because you were talking shit about him.
Keep going, bro.
That might very well be. Yeah, but I was just saying, I'm just using Vision as an example in the sense that like the way Vision looked great, like his actual design. You know what I mean? So maybe it might have been on purpose in the sense that they maybe wanted to make Vision look like a newer version of Ultron or an upgraded version. I don't know, but I still the design was kind of underwhelming for Ultron for me, even though his voice was great. Yeah, and then the other people like Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver as well. I mean, they were in the movie, but I never really felt like the gravitas of, oh, this is our introduction to Wanda or Quicksilver. Like, you know, like in the X-Men movies,
Yeah.
Quicksilver, you kind of like felt whenever he was on screen because they actually showed his power. Granted, I think maybe they did a better job of power scaling Quicksilver down in the sense that maybe his death is a little bit more acceptable because wow, like come on, like you're a speedster and you died too, you know. But either way, regardless of what we feel about that.
No, there's no version where that's acceptable, but we'll carry on. It's fine.
No, the only version that's acceptable is that there's a Fox executive in that ship, and he shot him with continuity bullets.
Yeah, someone held him down.
I mean, they also messed up the reputation of Quicksilver. Nobody's ever going to take him seriously as a speedster.
Yeah.
Because of that scene.
No, I mean, no, because he still got the Fox to counterbalance that stuff, and the Fox did the whole slow motion thing.
Yeah.
Quicksilver would be fine.
No, I mean in the MCU. I'm referring to the MCU.
Yeah, the MCU, yeah. But we'll see what happens in the next couple of movies. Maybe they'll definitely fix him now. Now that they're gonna bring back Magneto, hopefully not Denzel Washington. Like I'm gonna say it, I don't want Denzel Washington to be Magneto.
No, I don't want
them
to race.
I don't think it's gonna be in Black Panther as Magneto.
God.
That's the
Cannot be
rumor
Denzel,
is
because
right now
apparently he's very
Denzel will be
successful. He's a
Magneto.
mini-
No, I'm saying like the only thing I was like I don't want them to race swap any of the X-Men because look, I'm sorry, they just are the way they are now.
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to
Excuse me, what
change,
did I just hear?
Yeah, Denzel.
I'm saying I don't
I
want
just
them
got
to.
back and I'm hearing Magneto is what?
Yeah.
Denzel Washington. There's a rumor.
No,
Yeah.
no, it cannot be. No, no, you're wrong. No,
So I'm just saying, please
You
don't.
better stop trying to rule this place right here.
Yeah.
no.
Oh, we know Magneto's gonna go
Ma
to Wakanda
mutant.
and be like, "This is Genova now. This is
Ma
Genova now.
Ma
X-Men.
mutant.
My Genova."
All right,
Anyway.
all right, Wakandans. I hear y'all. But y'all ain't got nothing on me.
I've tolerated
Okay,
so much.
Shane,
so
you gotta let
Yeah,
Shane finish.
Shane, yeah. Sorry. Keep going, Shane.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's all right. But yeah, I feel like yeah. No. But overall, I feel that's kind of like the as I was saying, the presentation of how they introduced them for me. I feel like could have been a little bit better. Regardless of what they did about the character, like with Vision, for example, even though I kind of liked how they presented him, he was kind of overhyped in the sense that he never achieved anything. I don't remember him winning a fight or doing anything significant after his presentation. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's good, man. Like I feel like maybe the movie kind of rode off of like what you guys were saying earlier, the love of what we had for the first Avengers movie, and we kind of like I just kind of like followed through on that. But in itself, the concepts were okay, but I feel like they could have just been done a little bit better overall. Like it could have been a little bit more memorable. Like even if I have to like think now as to what happened that was significant, I can't really point to anything that like kind of like stood out to me like that. Yeah. So overall, yeah, I'd give it a solid maybe 7.8. Like it's not the worst Marvel movie by any margin. You know what I mean? There's definitely worse, I think. But yeah, I just feel like it could have been a little bit more based on what they introduced to us. How did they introduce Ultron and the thread being inside and all of that, So yeah, no, that's my overall take on it.
All right. Cool, man. And obviously Remy LeBlue is not available at present. That's a shame. I enjoy Gambit, but that's fine. Moving on. What?
No, I get why you're calling him
I
Remy
think
LeBlue. I
we've
remember
all
the
been waiting
joke.
for that. It's kind of
Yeah.
like in the same boat as Blade, also. You know what I mean? We've but at this point, come on, guys. We've all wanted this for so long, and they've teased it for so long. Mahershala, we're all okay with Mahershala Ali. We still never got that.
That's fine with me. He's in Jurassic Park now. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we only got
let's
the
let's
voice
hope
of
that
Mahershala Ali in Eternals.
Marvel. I'm saying, Marvel. Apparently, they only have a one at a time rule when it comes to black leads.
Yep. One black king at a time. You can't have too many.
Recast the child. Recast the child. Sorry. Recast the child.
Okay, Ant-Man, let's go.
All right, guys, get your
This one
can
can
of
be
raid
quick.
out. It is now time for Ant-Man.
Wow.
This one can be quick.
Wow.
Paul Rudd is okay. Worst adaptation of Hank Pym. Hank Pym fans were hot seeing this. Even though Michael Douglas's performance was fine, some of the action stuff is pretty cool. Hope Van Dyne is MCU creation. I don't think I've ever seen Hope Van Dyne in any comic book whatsoever. I don't know. As far as I know, she's an MCU creation.
Wait, but don't they have who's the name of their child then? What's the name of their child in the comics?
I don't know if Janet and no, in the MCU they decided that Hank and Janet stayed married, even though even though her name is Van Dyne because he's Pym. I don't know. It's weird. But as far as I understand it, they're still married in the MCU. They're divorced in the comic books, and like they've been separated ever since that backhanded slapped all the all the likability. Like Hank Pym slapped all the likability out of himself when he backhanded when he backhanded Janet. So they take the second Ant-Man and that's fine, I guess. And then the biggest crime of the movie is they decide to take the guy who should have been Lex Luthor. Actually, I don't know why he's never been Lex Luthor. Like James Gunn, this would have been the guy I would have hired because he was so Lex Luthor in this freaking movie. I was like, why are you fighting against Ant-Man? Go fight against Superman. But anyway,
they do have a child called Hope Pym in the comics. Hope Pym, who's the twin sister of Henry Pym Jr.
Wait, in what continuity? Can't be 616.
Nah, it's Earth 982.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, I'm just saying, because apparently, and that's another thing. Can we stop this lie that Marvel is reading these obscure comics, please? Everybody goes, no, they read Earth X. It's like, dog, they didn't even read the one where the people are having multiple runs and multiple issues. Where were they reading Earth 1944, where Spider-Man had 7 arms and is a Nazi spy. Stop it.
What they're doing is it's easy. What they're doing. What they're doing is they're finding the plot they want, where the director says, "I want Spider-Man to do X, Y, Z," and then some like hardcore nerd is like, "Oh wait, I think something like that happened in this one," and then they go find it second. So
then they tell you like, hey, what was the first thing we told you when you got into the studio? Never quote the source material. Never quote the goddamn source material in front of me ever again. Do you hear me?
Like, people are trying to defend female Silver Surfer, and I'm like, guys, you know what people asked for. Shala Ball had one panel in Earth X or whatever. How is that supposed to equal a movie? Where are they going to get the source material from? They're about to just remix and butcher Norin Rad to make Shala Ball work. Because, yeah, okay. But anyway, getting back to Ant-Man. Yeah, it's fine. It's 7.2 is way too high. This is like a 6.
on the dot. Hot damn.
Okay, let's you, man.
5.5 next.
Damn. Rob, to you.
Damn. You
No.
guys late for a meeting.
No. Okay, I just wanted. Let me just add a few things. Like one, as much as I found Ultron boring, this was even more boring because one of my apex for my ADHD love for Avengers came from Earth's Mightiest Heroes. And who was Ant-Man in Earth's Mightiest Heroes? Can anyone know that in the class? Raise your hands, anyone? Anyone?
Nope.
Hank Pym.
Thank you. I wanted that. And the thing I liked about Hank Pym was that he was the character that, even though he was an inventor like Tony, he still clung to his ideas as a good person. Like, he still believed in rehabilitation more than all the other characters there. He still believed in trying to use inventions for a good purpose, not just making more things that go boom. No matter how much this explosion is for a good reason.
Didn't they make an episode of What If where he literally murders the Avengers?
Yeah, but that's MCU, Hank.
Wait. Hold on.
I'm talking
Sorry,
about
Rob. Can you please change my score to a 5? Sorry, I was trying to think about this movie. And here's another reason why.
Okay.
They had the worst end credit scene I have ever seen in any of these freaking movies.
What was the end
Even-
credit scene again?
It was a
when
freaking
she says
ant
finally.
playing. No, it's a freaking ant playing drums.
No, it's not this one. It's the next one. It's the next one.
No, it's this one.
It's the next one because the end was playing
Yeah,
drums
it's the next
keep,
one. It's not this one.
to keep people from thinking that he violated his parole.
Yeah, he's
No,
right.
wait. I saw an
Oh,
ant
yeah,
playing
in the house.
drums.
No.
I saw an ant playing
Ant-Man
drums.
2.
No, the first one,
That's Ant-Man 2.
Janet looks at the suit that Hank gives her, which
Yes.
is the wasp suit, and she's like,
Guys, I
finally.
could have. So you're telling me I've watched Ant-Man 2 and I just don't remember it at all?
Yeah, number
Yes.
2 was that bad. See, that's
Yes.
where your 5 must be. Number 2.
Control
You
Alt Delete.
wasted one of my favorite.
Contrary to popular,
actresses.
like, this is actually the best Ant-Man movie, guys. In
The
trilogy.
irony.
In
The
the trilogy,
irony.
this is the best one.
They did
Good. Wait. So you say are you saying I've watched Ant-Man 2?
Yes.
Yes!
Sweetie.
You have with the light-skinned queen. I forgot
Give-
her name, but I love her so much.
Give
The
yourself.
Killjoys.
Who was
The
playing
only-
Ghost? Okay, but
The,
anyway.
only thing I like about Ant-Man is that guy whenever he retells a story.
Yes,
That is the only saving grace of his
Oh,
entire
Michael
movies.
Pena.
because
I just know his name.
Michael Pena.
I don't know
Yes.
the character in the movie.
Because it doesn't matter. Because again, this movie is all about. Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, it's your
5.5.
turn. It's been your turn, dog.
Yeah.
Okay, look. I think one of the reasons why I'm having a very different reaction to you guys is I don't know who the fuck Hank Pym is. I don't know who Ant-Man is. So I didn't have any expectations coming in. So for me, this felt like a side story that didn't really impact anything. And I treated it as something different. So for me, it was a quick, fast-paced, fun little thing with some style. Now, I'll admit it's style over substance, but the style was kind of fun. I enjoyed the rule of cool with the whole, again, with Michael Pena. I thought some of the jokes were funny. What's it, Paul Rudd, who basically ages like fine wine, like what's his name, Keanu Reeves, where they just don't age. I
They
think
drink
he
the
does a
blood of
great job.
virgins.
Hey, but I think he's starting to show now. Eh? Paul Rudd is starting to show now. Hey,
No, Keanu, when he took off the beard, I was like, yo, go back to John Wick, bro.
Oh yeah, wait, you mean like with they look like Professor Snape?
But yeah, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. He shaved the beard,
Yes.
and I was like, woo.
Oh yeah, full Professor Snape. It was
now Paul Rudd now looks like he doesn't sleep at all, dog. He looks like he has some serious.
Well, I think because Ant-Man 4 bombed so hard, I think it aged him.
Yeah, that can happen, bro.
So that's Ant-Man 3, but okay.
Oh, Ant-Man 3. Oh,
It's
Quantum
okay.
Mania.
It felt so slow that it felt might as well have been Ant-Man 3. That was a 4. It might as well a disaster. Hate that movie so much. But anyway, game, good pacing, good fun. It follows the basic filmmaking 101. I forgot who the director was. I still wish they'd used one of my favorite directors of all time. What's it? Scott Pilgrim? Come on.
Edgar Wright.
There we go.
Yeah,
I
because he was attached to the film for years.
Yes. And then gone. That still breaks my heart. But this was still okay. So I'm gonna give it a solid 7. I'm gonna give it a solid 7. Because again, it was good for what it was. If you think of it as a big
No, I'm completely with you because it's my turn and I agree it's a 7 because it's a great movie.
Mhm.
I mean, you guys know that Paul Rudd was involved in the writing of this movie as well. But to be fair, it felt like Iron Man 1 for me.
Yeah, it was
It
basically
definitely felt like Iron Man 1,
Yeah.
bro.
it was a Iron Man 1 movie, yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, having T.I. there and Polka Dot Man before he went to be a Suicide Squad member, you know,
Yes.
there's not
I will
really
say
much.
that I am learning so much about you today, Mr. Extraordin, because wow.
Okay. Yeah. So I think I spoke to Rob about this. I really like Janet Van Dyne. She might be an original character, but I
Hope.
really like her. Sorry, Hope. Sorry, Hope. I also was disappointed that Hank was not the main focus and that we're being introduced to Scott Lang and that they did what they did with Ultron and all of that. And there was a whole thing with Wanda. And like, I just didn't like the direction that the MCU was taking at this point. But for what it's worth, Paul Rudd did a great job as a lead, you know. And he took his role very seriously. I mean, he was inspired by Chris Pratt to bulk up for this movie. If you guys, because remember what Chris Pratt did with Guardians of the Galaxy and all of that. The villain was not horrible. Yellow
He
Jacket.
sucked.
Yellow Jacket is the name of Hank Pym, by the way, for
Yeah.
those who know the comics.
I know.
No
I
one.
know. It took
Comics.
it. I visibly gasped in the cinema when I saw that. And like,
Exactly.
Are you okay?
So-
No
I'm
one
okay,
read an
I'm fine.
Ant-Man comic. You're telling me you guys picked up a piece of paper that said Ant-Man and you turned the page.
Yeah.
Have you
We
met
read
us?
everything, bro.
I don't believe.
Rob,
Have
We
you
Rob,
met
read
us?
everything.
Rob,
Rob,
just go watch Earth's Mightiest Hero season 1 and 2. You'll be caught up. Just watch that.
no, I had a Next Avengers or something like that. Or something like that.
No, I actually read what's this? I actually read the book where where he backhanded what's this Janet was in his Yellow Jacket era because it's kind of like how you see how weirdly enough you see how Spider-Man becomes a darker persona
Yeah.
where when he's wearing the black suit.
Yeah.
That idea technically comes from Ant-Man because Hank Pym, as he starts losing his mind and becoming Yellow Jacket, he becomes more and more unhinged. And then that's where now some of the invention of Ultron comes from. Like Ultron basically is the dark reflection of Hank Pym. So I read that freaking story because I was actually interested in books, in comic
Yeah,
books.
but anyway, like I said, I like what they did with what they had. even with the backstories and everything. It really worked for what it's worth, you know. It's not the best MCU movie, but it's not the worst either. Even
What
in
did
this,
what did Corey
as it
Stoll want
currently
again in that
stands now.
movie? What
Pardon?
did Corey Stoll want in that movie again?
Who?
Formula.
It was
Oh, the
basically
formula to
But
so
the formula,
basically he was just he's Obadiah Stane all over again.
yes,
No.
That's why
Iron
we're
Man.
saying. That's
was
why we're saying
Iron
it's Iron Man 1.
No, but like you niggas was roasting Age of Ultron for being a copy and paste, and this was copy pasting hard.
Days, yeah, this was
Even
sorry.
even
No,
even to the
but
point where the villain was
guys, no,
bald.
wait,
dog.
oh, wait, no, gents, you cannot compare Ant-Man to Age of Ultron, guys.
Yes, you can.
No, you cannot.
What?
No, you cannot, gents.
How?
Yeah.
Sway?
I don't buy
How,
No.
Sway?
dog. I don't care.
No, you cannot. You definitely cannot. It's
can't.
apples and oranges. Age of Ultron is hot
They're
garbage.
both
The
fruits.
copium is strong here, guys. The copium.
Yeah, that's
No,
a,
it's Age of Ultron is hot garbage.
I want
Nigga,
those
Age of
knives.
Ultron has people I care about. I don't care about anybody in that Ant-Man cast.
That makes it even better because you don't know these people like that. You know what I mean?
And no, also shout out to Ant-Man getting his suit first day, Scott Lang, and managing to whoop an Avenger veteran.
Buckmaster,
God.
let me put it like this to you, nah? To make it more practical to you. It's like you buying tickets to a concert of your favorite band, and the choreography is out of sync, the songs will not scratch, and you're like, you know what, it ain't that bad. I mean, it's a song with the people that I like. It is the song my favorite band members. It's not
That's
that
the-
bad. You know what I mean?
That's the literal definition
Yeah,
of
but
pity sex.
imagine paying for somebody
what?
that
Pity
I'm saying,
sex.
but I'm saying, imagine
What?
paying and you go there. I'm saying, imagine paying and you go there and you don't know anybody and you don't like any of the music anyway. I'm still
No.
hard.
But that's not me though. For me, that would be like me going to like a cool art thing and then hearing cover songs from some artists that I don't know. It's
Yeah,
different.
I'm saying I heard this and it's different, but it didn't impress me, dog.
No, I think that's where we differ, and it's fine, dog. It's not like we have to agree.
Nah, there's war. No, I'm joking.
Dushane, I think it's you, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll keep it short with this one. I think like similar or even worse than Rob in my case, like I've never actually read any comic books. So like my first iteration and it was just a movie, you know. And for me it wasn't bad. It was cool. It kind of like had how can I say? It's almost like Guardians of the Galaxy, like the style of, you know, the main guy is like a funny guy. You don't really take him that seriously, but he's kind of cool type of situation. So yeah, and the side characters are kind of cool. Scott Lang's guy, the Mexican guy, forget his name,
Michael
but
Peña.
he was doing his storytelling, and it had a lot of like nice little like unique things about it. You know, the fighting with becoming small and toys and weapons and shit like that. So that's kind of cool for me. But I might sound like a broken record with the villains, man. But you see, the villains just felt so unoriginal. You know, just like okay, it's the same guy as the main character, but a little bit different. And it's like, oh, okay, you know, like it's all right, but you know, I could have just done with something better, I guess.
Yeah.
So what's the rating?
Drum roll, please. You said it yet?
And I could like accept it for the I didn't necessarily associate it with anything, so it was fine. It was just like a kiddie movie. So for that, I'll give it a solid 6.8. Yeah, it wasn't a bad movie, but you know, yeah.
He's riding that fence hard. Okay. In the middle. I like that.
Can't believe I'm the one that gave it the lowest.
Yeah, it's in the
score.
middle. Like I said, for me, the thing is for me, look, man, the
Bro, if you gave
it's a dance,
Ant-Man 1
man.
a
Like
5, that means Ant-Man 2 is like a 4 or a 3. That means
I
Ant-Man
must
3 is
admit to
like a 1.
Well, I haven't seen Quantum Mania because you guys know I've been boycotting over T'Challa. Not boycotting. That's the wrong word. I just haven't been interested in the MCU since they killed off T'Challa. But if we aren't going to reach a
what do you
debate,
think
you
they should have
guys
done with him, though? Like,
recast him. Just do
Oh,
it.
that's right. Shane
yeah.
doesn't know you yet. Don't worry, he'll learn.
Yeah, no, Deshaun doesn't know you yet.
He'll learn.
No, but you know what? I maybe after the first movie, I agree, but I agree with you, Doug. Like, I think you should have been recast because there's still a lot more you could tell with the story and what they wanted to do
No,
with the character.
or
So
just
the
don't
fact that
kill him off. Like, this is the thing that people don't seem to understand. I get he can't be in Wakanda forever. Fine.
Yeah.
Don't make it permanent. In a universe where stones can rewrite reality and rewind time, Bra coming back from the dead is impossible, apparently. Okay, anyway.
Simple as Dragon Balls.
Yeah,
Don't.
no, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. Definitely, I think there's a lot more that the character had to offer. So
Yeah, we'll call
it
Kami.
just
Don't worry, buddy.
Ah,
Anyway,
Rob,
Anyway.
on to Civil War.
Rob is
yeah,
hella
because I
spicy
mean,
today.
Worry. Don't worry, buddy. Anyway,
Oh,
Civil War, guys.
Buck is human.
The greatest movie of all time.
Gasp. I mean, well, I can understand your opinion.
Okay, so Civil War. First off and foremost, again, this is in my top 10 of MCU movies. I really like this movie.
Isn't it because isn't it
The best Black Panther version.
Wait. Let me get started. So, I mean, there is some problems with this movie that I think people ignored at the time. And like, it's just interesting to see them ignore it when they capitalized on it before. Like, for example, right? Um Zemo's plan in this movie. There's a lot of contrivances that have to make it happen.
Mhm.
Like, I get that his plan was to make the Avengers fight, and that's actually pretty interesting because, like, in this movie, they do something that MCU movies need to start doing is start going smaller. Like, Loki was the world, Ultron was the world. Zemo, he's just like, I just want the Avengers to break up. I just want the Avengers to hate each other. So I'm going to engineer situations for that to happen. That's not bad. But there comes a point where it's just like, dog, did you fit a camera? Like, did you travel back in time and fit a camera on like this specific road and catch Bucky, the Winter Soldier, who is a Hydra agent in full HD murdering Tony's parents? Like, how did you do that?
You're asking the hardest questions.
My head canon was that it was an intersection that had like a speed cam or something.
It's that big
In
head.
the 80s.
No, okay,
No,
but
HD.
speed cam is one thing, but dog, he caught the details. We know that he choked them by the neck.
My nigga, different sides of the
That
car.
that
What's
that
what on it?
it's that annoying big talking head that Captain America managed to destroy. That supercomputer. What is the name?
Oh,
Arnim Zola.
Zola.
It must have been him.
It actually would have made more sense if
But we know
Zemo
it's
got his
Zola,
hand.
guys.
I'm saying
But okay.
it would have made more sense if Zola 7.
No, why did I get it?
Oh, it's not Zola, guys. It's Zola. Dama.
Why did I get it?
Oh god. Anyway, okay, Kwaito aside. What's this? It would have made more sense if Zemo did get his, like, this is where like some of the management of Marvel is like starting to seep through, where it's just like, hey, you guys probably need to talk to each other more, because maybe if they knew about, but it's the same guys, so I wonder why they missed it. Anyway. Yeah, another thing that people don't seem to call out in this movie is because when we're having the debate, right? No one seems to remember that the government tried to nuke New York.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big deal.
Wait, who knew?
Millions
knew?
of people. No, like
Who knew?
what? No. Ross knew, or whatever, and the Avengers knew.
Yeah, Ross did
Yeah.
knew.
But who snitched?
Yeah, that's my
The
point.
general
Like,
public
did the public know?
No,
public
we're
didn't
talking.
know.
The public is one thing, but I'm saying when they're having the debate in the room or whatever, and Tony's like, if we don't have any restrictions or whatever, I'm just like, you want to give autonomy to the people that threw a nuke that you had to redirect into space, into
Yeah.
an alien ship. You want to give them control over the Avengers. Like, this is not Nick Fury. If it was Nick Fury in charge, okay, we have a discussion. But this was a shadow cabinet that decided that all the people in New York had to die if it meant killing the aliens.
Legal member of the government, so it's not even a shadow government. It's the
Council.
Shield is Homeland Security. That's what Shield is. Like, it's not like an invisible hand. No, everyone knows what Shield is. It's Homeland Security. So officials from Homeland Security were like, we're going to destroy the largest population in our country, which is insane. That's some Snowden shit if you actually think about it.
Yeah, but then that's the problem that Thunderbolt
Yeah.
Ross should have had with
Yeah.
those people there, not
I should have
the
said what
Avengers.
the
No,
hell.
I'm saying like the thing, and also the Sokovia Accords, right?
Mhm.
Tony, who's like Tony's acting like it's everyone's fault that he created Ultron. No, Chief, you took an executive decision and you decided to make Ultron. But anyway, let's get back into the movie. So that opening was kind of cool. Waste of Crossbones. I'm sorry, it was just like Crossbones could have been something, but they were like, you will have to be a plot device for Wanda to feel guilt. Chief, go explode. Interesting introduction of Wakanda because they have a Nigerian embassy, and I was just like, the more I thought about it again, just because of how they've been treating the Black Panther IP, I'm like, you guys didn't have vibranium walls in the embassy that could just absorb the explosions.
Yep.
The king wasn't wearing any. The king was away from his home country and was not wearing any vibranium protection whatsoever.
Bro, they clearly hate Wanda. They just wanted Wanda to catch an L. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I get the argument again that if the Avengers weren't there, like this is why it would be nice if Marvel actually started creating like Nigerian superheroes that were supposed to help in Nigeria. But like everybody was saying that the Avengers were not supposed to step in. I was like, the end result is Crossbones gets a bioweapon that he can sell on the black market that's going to kill millions. So I don't know but anyway. The action scenes in this are fire. You get to see they're channeling a lot of the Winter Soldier stuff in here. Cap is what super soldier serum did he take? It must be the Super Saiyan version.
But this is from after the Winter Soldier though. The action, because even in Winter Soldier he was doing some hella crazy.
But he's more grounded in Winter Soldier than he is here. Winter Soldier, you still believe he's supposed to be a peak human. The only time you start questioning is when he Hulk busted through that wall with the shield one time.
But when they drop kick someone and then their bones just crackle and then they get thrown off a ship.
Peak human, dog. Have you ever been kicked by an MMA fighter? I'll tell you, I have. You feel like everything in you is jiggling. So, but I'm saying we get here. First off and foremost, was this. So the most believable thing he did was hold back that helicopter.
Okay.
That's the most believable thing Captain America did strength-wise in this movie. Because the other feats don't make sense. Like, I'm sorry. People try to say, man, I feel so sorry for Tony getting jumped by two super soldiers. Bro, you're in a walking tank. Don't you have tasers in there? Don't you have, like, rope in there or something?
Hey, that's one of the best things.
It's one of the
It's
best
just
scenes.
your
But
parents, Tony. It's just your parents.
no, but I'm saying, dog, he doesn't have any, like, this is how I knew it was his movie. Like, you see what you say about Thanos with main character powers. I was like, okay, sharp. It's Captain America's movie. Because at one point, he even kicked Rhodey. He spin kicks Rhodey in a war machine.
He
And then,
overpowered Spider-Man.
yeah,
Web.
yeah. And somebody tried to justify that to me where they were just like, what's this? No, you can see like at second number 2, he goes loose. So Spider-Man is surprised, and then that's when he takes him back. I was like, yeah. But yeah, the dialogue in this movie is fire. Also, shout out to Chadwick Boseman, one of the greatest introductions of a character, because first off and foremost, we get the death of T'Chaka, which is what T'Chaka is supposed to represent in this, played by the awesome John Kani, who he killed it in his role, was this as T'Chaka. Again, not the rendition of T'Chaka from the comic books, because T'Chaka from the comic books was a warrior up until he died. He didn't like retire and then die or whatever. But anyway, yeah. And then also, everybody calls that a versus. Let's just call it a beatdown. When T'Challa went to go fetch Bucky, is like, you killed my dad. Whoo! There's shots in that fight where Bucky is like, hey dog, take me back to Hydra, please. They do a lot with the fifth, because T'Challa does have a story arc in this. It's the 15-minute story arc, which they stretch for 3 hours for Shuri and Wakanda Forever. So yeah, props to creativity there. But yeah, T'Challa he's my favorite character in this movie for obvious reasons, because he's the only one who's moving logically. Like, the problem with Cap does things, and here's another criticism of this movie. And again, I'll give my score now. My score is gonna be like my score will be a 8.5 for this. My score is 8.5. But yeah, one of my biggest criticisms for this movie is Cap keeping that secret from Tony makes zero sense. There is no justification.
So I read a post on social media. Someone said, do you remember that one time when Captain America was beating Tony Stark because Tony Stark was upset that Captain America's best friend killed his parents?
That's the joke that people are making on the internet. Like,
no, but it's just like,
your parents, calm down. It's just your parents, bro. It's just.
I mean, like, that's also another. I mean, I can pick at the thread of that, because I'm just like, Tony, you know about Hydra. I don't know why this is such a shock for you, especially when your dad. No, I'm saying, especially when your dad. No, wait, especially when your dad was one of the key components in defeating Hydra. Of course, they would send a Hydra agent to kill him. My problem with him is like, dog, you've also been brainwashed. You forgot. I know people hate Age of Ultron. I know, but like, dog, you forgot Age of Ultron. Like, you forgot that people can brainwash.
I don't care what anybody says. If I'm Tony, I would have done this exact same thing.
And killed who? The guy who was brainwashed by Hydra also. And then what?
No, I was not gonna kill him. I was just gonna kick his ass.
You're lying.
For what?
No, I was not gonna kill him. No, I was not gonna kill him.
What? What you like in the moment?
No, I was not gonna kill him.
You don't know what's gonna happen in the moment.
No, but that's why I'm saying Cap. It was so. I said this in the theater when I watched it at the time, so I don't want nobody to come at me and be like, "Oh, you weren't immersed in the movie." No, I said it in the theater, almost out loud to my brother. I was like, "Why didn't he tell him? Why was this a secret? All this was a conversation."
And also, when did he find out?
To be fair, when must he tell him? Like, they're eating shawarmas one day.
Yes.
Like, hey,
and it's like,
No,
Tony,
but also,
I need
okay,
to.
here's my thing.
When
did he find
Bucky,
out? Because in the Winter Soldier, he was upset that Black Widow was doing another mission on top of the mission, and he didn't know about it. So why all of a sudden is he all high and mighty, acting like he didn't go through the same thing?
Yeah, you would. And remember, Winter Soldier was 2014, and let's assume that the movie years are the same years as our years. There's a 2-year gap. So in the 2 years, when he found out that S.H.I.E.L.D. existed, that Hydra existed, was still alive and doing all these things, to 2 years later to Civil War, how was he gonna tell him? Like when did he
Oh.
find out, and how is he gonna tell Tony?
Okay, I mean, finding out is one thing because remember, he also does everything to investigate and look for Bucky, and he has a bunch of sources and stuff looking for Bucky. So that I can find believable. Telling Tony literally when Bucky's back in the news, maybe because maybe he doesn't know what's going on, but when Bucky's back in the news, just be like, "Hey, Tony, while we're still friends here, let's just have a quick conversation."
Just quickly.
Now, don't get mad. But you remember Hydra? You remember Hydra? They were remember they brainwashed Wanda? Remember the brainwashing? Yeah.
Brought into the Galaxy 2 right there. Look, it felt bad about killing your mom. Wait. Like it would be an awkward conversation. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, but I mean it's better than fist fighting and trying to kill each other and break up the Avengers because you kept a dumbass secret.
And you asking for your dad's shield back. Like you're gonna do something with it. But anyway.
Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah.
8.5, T'Challa was Chef's Kiss. I hate that they didn't put that deleted scene in there. I hate it so much.
Also,
You're not
Chadwick
used to the truth.
Physically speaking, he looked his best here as well.
Yeah, you looked really good here. You looked
Because
really
in
good here.
Black Panther, he didn't look as good as he looked in Civil War.
Well, that's probably. I mean, he still looked good in Black Panther. I'm not even gonna lie, but that's when probably the
He
cancer
did,
was.
but just
It
not as
wasn't
good as
21
Civil War.
Bridges.
Yeah. The
21
cancer was ish. R.I.P.
It was bad.
Still recast T'Challa though. Oh my god.
Replace him. But anyway,
That is not what I am saying. You know what I'm saying.
I know.
Tebello.
Oh, sure.
Wow. Okay. After all that, I'm trying to keep things short and sweet. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, no, tonight's episode is wild. Like,
You know, this is the formula.
I feel like I'm.
episodes.
I feel like
The
I'm.
formula is there's always it's Buck who does the bulk of whatever the entire movie is, and then it'll be like me, and then I'm like, you know what I mean? And then whoever's below us is in trouble because a lot of what needs to be said has been said already.
Yes. Look. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. I'll try to be shorter next time.
maybe we should leave Buck for last then.
Okay. Which one is it? Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah.
For me, like I said, it's like the successor for the Avengers.
This is Avengers 2, yeah.
And this is the real Avengers 2. They should have just said it. This is where you get to see. We get to see what's his name.
Guys,
Vision.
by the way, did you guys see that Wanda looked like she was Asian when Captain America was calling them? Like at the end.
Mm.
Am I the only one that saw this?
Stand
She's
double.
Asian?
Man,
That was definitely a stunt double, though. She looked horrible.
I need to see that again because I don't.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
I wanted to add this movie. One of my biggest things about, like I said, is a successor to the Avengers. It's also one of the first movies where you actually see the Vision do anything.
Well, you see him miss.
Period.
Well, he was nerfed in this, but
He was nerfed he's been nerfed ever since the end of Age of Ultron. Let us call it. Even though they tried to make him like
No,
this big
the
equalizer in
biggest
the battle.
the biggest offense was Infinity War when he has
Yeah,
to
no,
get
that's-
saved by the acrobatic squad. I was like, I hate
I'll never forgive that movie for that. Whoa. Okay. I think I'd give it a solid 8 because while I found it amusing, there are points there. There are points here and there that make you feel like, you know what?
Don't bother Miss Romanoff. I'll kill him
God.
myself.
Hey. And then Romanov decides, no, the only way I'm gonna beat my walking talking vibrator is make it heavier than the earth.
What?
wait, what?
What?
Oh, Wanda
What?
when she decides to leave with Clint.
Yes. The way she beat him was manipulating him to making him so heavy that he collapsed through the building.
Oh,
And no
Which
matter
is
how
weird because he could just phase. But anyway.
which is funny because no matter how hard you explain it, he's still a robot. So that's why I call her the walking talking vibrator. Fight me on that.
In the comics, they would call you robot racist. But anyway.
Okay, so is it your
Me,
what's
look,
what's your score
if
again?
I'm the main character from that movie, iRobot.
Yes, E-Robot. Yes.
E-Robot. I'm Will
E-Robot.
Smith.
He
I'm
was
the
part
one
robot. He was also part robot, and he was
you know,
saved by a robot.
having a prosthetic arm, or having. You're gonna tell me that if somebody was an amputee and got himself a prosthetic leg, now he's part robot.
Guys, by the way, what's with Will Smith doing sequels that nobody
Yeah,
wants?
okay, Kai.
These are
Kai.
good questions.
Kai. Okay.
Yeah,
8. Sorry, Rob, you next.
yeah.
Okay.
8. Go
8.
on. Yeah.
Oh,
Are you? Okay. I need to like redo the names. It's too far down. Alrighty. Well, I guess it's my turn. I do love this movie. I think I love the idea of the enemy within is stronger than the enemy outside. I love that concept. I like the idea of it. I think the overall theory of the movie is actually incredibly brilliant. I do agree with Buck's points on Zimu. I think there are definitely some contrivances there. Or maybe they just didn't do enough to prove how clever he is. He doesn't like, for me, it's like they were trying
Look, I'm the original Baron Zemo stan, because once again, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, guys, just watch it. Just watch it. Earth's
Yeah.
Mightiest Heroes is exactly what the Avengers movies were supposed to. In fact, what the MCU was supposed to be, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, copy and paste. That's not exactly what it's supposed to be, but they screwed it up because executives. But
Yeah.
that's
But
so.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
I think if they hit the Hydra angle just a little bit more
Maybe, yeah.
with Zemo, it would have justified a lot of stuff, because Zola keeping records of all of Winter Soldier's missions, it just makes sense. And maybe instead of doing a video, they just show a document. Because I think part of where it gets ridiculous is where we get to see Bucky do the murders in
Yeah, in
HD. And it's
HD,
just
yeah.
like, how did you do that?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I agree with that. Well, to be fair, it is the 80, so let's say 480, 480p. But no, I hear what you mean. I do think that's contrived, but I like the idea of it. Okay, Steve from accounting destroyed the Avengers. I like that idea. I like that idea. I think
Except then they go back, they and then the MCU in world breaking fashion decide that, oh yeah, he's actually super rich and a baron.
yes,
yeah, because I was like, because in my head I'm thinking the guy from Winter Soldier, sorry, Falcon and
Yeah,
what?
Falcon,
And the Winter
yeah.
Soldier.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's not the same guy from
yes. They-
from Civil War.
They basically, what do you think? They retconned him. Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah, they made him Batman all of a sudden.
Yeah, out of nowhere. But yeah, besides that, I'm gonna focus on the Rousseau brothers. I genuinely think what a great shot by them. I think they were a great replacement for Mr. Whedon. They don't have, in my opinion, they don't have the same strength of dialogue that Whedon had, but they make up for it in action. Like, what you have to understand about their action, their fight scenes, is they're not just cool moves. They link cool moves to every individual player. So everyone has a style of their own, and you can see the differences in styles coming together. I mean, with the rooftop scene is iconic now. I don't know if Buck is upset about maybe them being able to keep up with Black Panther. I don't know
No. Panther waxed them both in that foot race, dog. Captain America had to grab a car to cheat.
But
What is
yeah,
this, man?
there's
What?
actually a line. Yeah.
Okay, somewhere along the line, Falcon was having intense orgasm of his life watching a black man outrace. Steve was like,
Oh, he was pissed.
Yes.
Falcon was pissy. Falcon
No,
was pissy that entire movie.
He looked at outwards. Deep down inside, he was busy feeling like, how does it feel? Does it feel? Do you feel emasculated?
To be fair, they did emasculate the other two black men in the group.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He's like, what's this?
If Hulk and Thor
So
were in this movie, who would have been on Team Iron Man and who would have been on Team Cap?
No, both of them would have been on Team Cap, because you think Hulk cares about the government?
Yeah, Hulk
Okay,
is not
fair
going
enough.
to
And then Thor,
And Thor does not care about Earth government either, because remember, they kept him in a facility. They tried to take his hammer.
okay.
Yeah, and I think
and the whole of Avengers, he's saying that Loki will be judged by Asgardian rules, not by Earth rules.
yeah, and I think Thor likes Captain America more than Iron Man, in my opinion. I think in terms of
Everybody at that point, everybody liked Captain a lot more than Iron Man.
yes,
Sorry.
but also it's kind of funny that we talk about this. Like, obviously, I'm more pro Cap. I'm more anti-government. But if you watch some of these, I remember there was this YouTube video that was making. It was Red Letter Media. I've talked about it to Kutsu before. They were doing the Captain America Civil War thing, and they were like, "It's ridiculous," blah blah blah. And they were like, they thought the premise was dumb, right? And then ironically, they ended up falling for it because one side chose Captain America's side and one side chose Iron Man's side.
Yeah, one chose blue, one chose red.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
So it ended up choosing itself right. So like that ended up being surprisingly clever. So yeah, I think the Russos did a great job replacing Mr. Whedon. Also, I just want to say Captain America's team was garbage. I think it only had Wanda. Otherwise, it didn't make any sense. Like they could have evened that up some more or something. But yeah.
No, but I mean they had Ant-Man.
They just yeah. Being big and so should not have gotten them far. Captain America should have been beaten up by Spider-Man by himself. Because I know
they had the Winter Soldier though. I don't understand.
Okay.
No, hey dog, Bucky spends like 80% of that fight running from T'Challa because T'Challa is like, I will kill you.
Which is funny. Which is funny for me because it's the biggest irony is like, okay, I'm glad Black Panther was nowhere near the fight at the end because I swear to God, Black Panther would have sided with Iron Man in a heartbeat at that point in time.
Yeah,
but bro, why is your camera doing like 70?
Oh, that was nice. That was a cool
special effects.
I saw that. That was wicked.
What? Mine?
Yeah, your camera was like going.
Guys, doing that sunshine, moonlight, good times.
No, the thing I love about what they did
I hope
with
it's
T'Challa in this,
because I don't know what's going on.
I'm saying, so when they did the announcement for Black Panther in this movie, and Chadwick came on stage and he's like, Black Panther does his own thing. That was what he was doing here. T'Challa wasn't on the side of anybody. He didn't care about the Sokovia Accords.
But yes, I agree.
No, he didn't care about the Sokovia Accords because remember now, in that deleted scene, the Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow says, what's this? You know you're subjected to the Sokovia Accords. And he's like, am I? Are you sure?
That scene shouldn't have been deleted, by the way.
Because I mean, there's a scene that they reference, that one where he's like, what's this? Please don't go anywhere, Your Highness. And he's like, I'm not going anywhere, and you're not going to be able to stop me. Like right now, I'm playing nice. As soon as I can, I will get my vibranium claws into the throat of that white man who blew up my father.
Yeah. I mean, I like the part where Black Widow and the bald-headed demon are like eyeing each other. Thought that was a nice scene where like you
move or you will be moved.
Yeah, but that's not Okoye though. That's someone else.
No, it's Ayo.
Okay.
As entertaining a fight as the 2B.
And it would have been entertaining. But anyway, not the point. I just think, again, I'm going to give it all together. Pieces were nice. There were parts that were imperfect. But overall, I thought they managed to master the rule of cool, managed to add some details and specifics that really flowed nicely. So I'm going to give it an 8.7.
Quick question, Rob. Between Civil War and Ultron, which one do you prefer?
I'm going to say Civil War is a better product because
why?
With Ultron, like I said before, it was the parts beat the sum of all parts. So the individual pieces were so good that it pushed it to a, what number did I give it? I gave it a 8.3. Whereas this one, the connectivity of it all really stood out and really put it together to make a better product.
You understand?
Wait,
that
no, I gotta bump this up to an 8.9 then. Yeah. Now that you say that and I think about it, yeah, I gotta bump it up.
Damn. Okay. Is it me?
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I think before we even started any other podcast, we had this discussion that this is Avengers Part 2, the real Avengers Part 2. Someone made a comment actually a few years ago that this movie, the biggest issue about this movie, apart from the first sequence of the movie that leads to the Sokovia Accords, the Avengers are not saving anybody. They're just fighting amongst each other. This movie
Yeah.
has nothing to do with them saving people,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
for some reason, even though, pardon,
it was a big ass house fight in the kitchen where
yeah,
the neighbors can hear the argument.
Even though it had nothing to do with them saving people, it's still very much entertaining and the stakes are still high. It gets real, and I think everybody locked in, everybody understood their characters very well. I didn't get any feeling that I got in Outrun when I watched this. I enjoyed watching Tony. I didn't feel like I was watching Robert Downey in this movie, funny enough.
Yeah, because they built up so much of Tony's past that when you see him getting frustrated at Captain America, you understand.
100%.
When you see Chris Evans go, "Ah, Tony, like, do you know what I mean? When
Yes.
he finds out that,
And also, even the
Wakanda-
way they wrote Rhodey and Falcon in here was amazing. I mean,
Oh,
there are
they were
parts where
just
you see
sucking
them
and dancing.
interact or you see them in action, and you're like, these guys are actually good at what they do. They're not just sidekicks or whatever. They're actually
I mean,
really good at what they
it
do.
is kind of telling that the only time they managed to get two black characters on screen together, they were beefing. But anyway,
Hey, dog, and they
Oh.
took them out so easy. They knocked the one out the air, and the other one, they didn't even look at him when they took him out. They was like,
no,
"Ah!"
I was saying this: Captain America's super soldier serum in this movie. I don't know which one he ate.
But
This-
here's the thing that I never really understood about Tony
I'll
Stark,
give you, I'll
about
give you an
that scene
answer about that,
specifically.
Buckmeister. It has nothing to do with the super soldier serum.
Oh no! Oh!
Like
Thank
someone,
you.
guys,
Selfless
help me
man.
understand. Someone's trying to blast Falcon from the sky. He dodges the thing. It hits Rhodey. Rhodey falls down, and then Falcon feels bad about it, but it's his fault that he dodged.
Yeah, why am I getting hit with a missile? What did I do?
That was the biggest spectacle I've ever seen in my life. If Iron Man was black, we would have had a attack at that moment.
Yeah, but how is it my fault? Why would Rohan Namun? Oh, demon. Now, if I was Falcon, I would have slapped Tony, dog. Like, Wahafa,
He was unconscious at that point. He took a.
Yeah, they knocked you out, dog, in one shot.
No, I mean,
No,
he shouldn't
when I
have
woke up from the
apologized.
hospital,
Oh,
I was gonna
yes,
come
yes.
for Tony, dog.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
you're
no.
gonna be hitting me because I dodged a bullet, but
Yeah.
not
No,
the
no.
old blast.
Clint showed
No,
more
no,
attitude
no.
afterwards than Thingamajiggy. I agree with you. Remember
Oh,
Clint?
That
Oh,
would have been my villain arc. We've got
I
to stop
don't care.
Falcon.
Yeah.
Anyway, and what's worse, you got me arrested.
Threw me in the biggest prison cell in the world.
The
And it's
raft.
like, first of all, I'm just a guy.
Everyone else was like super soldiers. I'm just this big.
Anyway, for me, man, I love this movie so much. It's an 8.5 for me.
All right.
Yo, Duchesne, it's you, bro.
I see him.
I feel like if I was Duchesne, I would be spring cleaning my house. The way we keep on going about on and on about all these
Yes.
things
But he hasn't jumped in, actually. I'm surprised he hasn't.
before he jumps in. I would have spring cleaned my entire house.
Man has been patiently waiting his
Yeah, no, I'm a patient person, guys.
Which we are very
Yeah, no, but
thankful.
my take is short and sweet. So I'm just gonna jump in here somewhere. But my take is short and sweet. Probably top five of all of the movies that like combined in all the phases. I would say this movie was for me personally. I think they delivered a lot on, like the previous movies. Like it served as a nice climax, I'd say, for all of the hype that, and all of the hype that we got through the other movies as well. There was a lot of respect for certain characters, like Black Panther. I think we mentioned that before, that he absolutely smoked. Black Panther smoked
Yeah, beat that
Captain
man
America
like
in his
a
foot race.
beat that man like a drum.
Granted, like when they were fighting in Wakanda against Thanos, like, Captain America did try to get back, because, as soon as T'Challa started sprinting in there, that man was like, "You're not gonna pass me again. This is not on your left. This is not
But-
Tobey Maguire." You know what I mean?
He tried, but
Yeah.
then you could see that T'Challa was slowing down for him. Like, oh, poor old white man. I
Yeah.
forget
No.
I forget that he's 90 years old. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
but then
America versus Africa. Okay.
but then what happens in Infinity War is that T'Challa gets one-shotted by Thanos, and Captain America, when he gets one shot, he gets to stand up again. So I guess swings and roundabouts. Again, what is in that serum?
Yeah.
And hold his fingers.
No,
Hey, one of our favorites.
yeah, he was still grieving his dad, guys. We need to understand.
Wow.
Um, but yeah, bro. Apart from that, like, it was really, really good. Like, as I said, like, even as a threat, I think they played, like how in the Winter Soldier movie, like, you actually felt Winter Soldier was a threat. Like, okay, Bucky's coming. We need to get the fuck out of here. Type situation. I think they executed that well with Black Panther as well. He legitimately felt like, okay, if this man gets what he wants, we're all going to die. So, yeah, that was really, really cool. With Zemo, personally, when he put on the mask, I kind of felt like I was so let down. I was so let down, but not in the traditional sense. Like, I did like his mind games and the fact that he was a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, but like he
Yes.
he was very, very like tactical with how he did everything. So I enjoyed that part about him. But he always seemed as more of a minion to me. So whenever he like his plans, but he never really got like the big thing that solidified him as the threat and Zemo, something that made him like stick in my memory like that. But the action was dope. Oh my god, the action was super dope. Yeah, the action was really, really good. Although I will still have beef with the fact that Spider-Man, like, yeah, with the, beating the Winter Soldier and Falcon at the same time. Look, granted, to hold him back, they were not trying to kill this man. Still,
Yeah.
but
No,
still, you know what I mean?
that's what would
Yeah.
have happened if they. That's what would have happened if they ever like the reason why you're confused is because somehow Captain America overpowers Spider-Man, which that didn't make sense. But Spider-Man, dog, like, he's bench pressing cars every day of the week.
Yeah, for him it's just a Tuesday, dog. Like, he deals with these guys all the day. He can take on two villains at the same time.
Grant,
It's normal.
And he also
I
has
hear
like
you.
spider senses on top of that, dog. So they were outclassed.
100%. 100%. No, 100%. But we also, okay, maybe let's take, for me, when I take into consideration like Spider-Man's age, right? I understand that he grows into it, but like with like Tobey Maguire, he had to like learn with some of
Okay, now I hear what you're saying. I
his
hear what you're
powers
saying.
and get better with it. And I would have thought that Spider-Man.
Well, he's kind of had a year, according to the movie.
Yeah, I think it's the Captain Marvel problem where, yeah, okay, you understand that she's more powerful, but because you're so used to these characters, when she comes in and just starts whooping ass, you're like, I don't know if I feel this. I could almost understand
Well,
that.
it's Spider-Man because you let it. But I mean, that's another plot hole in the movie. How did Tony find Spider-Man?
Hey,
Was he just breaking into kids' houses? Hey, kid, are you? Oh my God, it's Tony Stark. Oh no, it's not you. Okay.
Clearly, it's
same
easy
way as
to
the Snyder Luther.
access camera footage from a lot of people. Clearly, everybody has technology that can hack into people's
No, and
phones.
all these cameramen are like impeccable. They can catch Spider-Man at the right angle, blocking a bus or whatever.
Yeah.
They can catch Hulk as Hulk is smashing a building, which I was like, also Sokovia Accords. I'm sorry. If somebody's too dumb to run away, that's their fault. I'm sorry. Why are you filming the Hulk? Run!
It's the same software they use to catch Superman. You know, what's it, the Snyder Cut, with where you got the folder with all the superheroes just in one thing. Spider-Man was in that one as well.
Yeah, where they caught the speedster and super speed.
At the grocery store.
Yeah, same footage, all of it together.
Oh,
Like
man.
they saw someone underwater fighting off some scuba divers or something.
No, they managed to record a secret experiment.
These
Wow.
video crews.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that's it.
It-
All right, sorry,
Yeah.
Dushane, finish up.
Did Ultron take my network again? No, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, man. Even with the power scaling, with like how Iron Man, Captain America, and like it,
Say it again. Say it again.
Even
It's
how
Jordan.
Captain
like
America
You
that
know
does
what to
was
do.
also quite sig-
Almost.
I'm distracted, disconnect.
Develo,
Yeah.
lend Dushane your energy.
Yeah. Come on, support. Just try to squeeze it in, buddy.
Come on.
Come on, buddy. Let's get that. Let's get your thing. Ah, is he gone?
Yo,
Oh my God.
There he is.
there you go. He's
Yeah.
working.
No, he's back.
Yeah, no. This
The
network,
network spirit bomb.
this network is absolutely.
By the color.
No, it's
Notice how the
absolutely,
proteins are the ones holding this network together.
No, it isn't.
And
No,
then
no, no.
somebody was singing me the soundtrack, the DBZ soundtrack. Who was that? Who was singing the Super Saiyan 3 soundtrack?
It's what we do. It's what we do when you lose network. We lend you our energy.
I know. Thank you for that. But yeah, I'll just keep it short because my network is not cooperating. But yes, that was just the big and the small of it. They respected the characters. The fight at the end with Iron Man and the two super soldiers, man, like that was epic for me as well. And everybody standing on their values at the end, like that was real serious, bro. It was really serious. I kind of like movies. So it was a really good movie.
All right. And your score? Your score?
9.
Okay.
9. All righty. Any day now. Got 7,000 files open. Okay, there we go. Gotcha.
Cool. So what's the next one?
Should we make this the last one? It's already 10:30.
I guess, yeah, we
Yeah.
can. I guess what we close off with Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be short and sweet. Oh
The
god.
Strange. Okay, this one
I don't
is.
get it, Devil. What's wrong?
No.
That's a hate
So
crime.
when
Oh,
he does
that-
it,
That's a hate crime. That's a hate crime. The views expressed.
I know. Come on, guys. It's just come on.
Mr. Duck.
Yo,
The
please
best
just go back to
Iron
that. Yeah, just go back there, please. Don't cancel us. Just listen. Listen to that part.
Why are you so mad that your comment was strange?
Oh god, you've unleashed him. Somebody contact Agent Bilal.
I ought to go home. Come on, guys. Let's do the third Iron Man movie.
Yeah, Magic Iron Man.
Yeah.
So this one, yes, Iron Man formula. I mean, okay, one, the villain suffers heavily. Caecilius is no one in this film.
Yeah.
And Mads Mikkelsen has one scene where he's on the ground saying his philosophy, and then we cut to Dormammu. So Caecilius did nothing in this.
Yeah, he just got a free check. A nice check.
Yeah.
Based on one of the best actors in Europe.
Benedict Cumberbatch was doing an American accent, and like he kind of sounded like House. If you guys watch House.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
House did a better job. House is American.
I'm just saying, like, to me, I don't know why they just didn't let Strange be British, because, like, let's be honest, they were not caring about the MCU continuity anyway, and if Strange came out and he was British, everybody would just be like, all right.
Yeah, it's fine. Look at Taylor
Except-
Swift.
except the diehard Doctor Strange fans would be up in arms just the way you are right now about a
Yeah,
certain
I guess.
character.
But I'm saying, then why didn't he practice his accent? Like it sounded like it was going in and out. It sounds better in later movies, I think. It sounds a little bit more consistent in later movies. Like in Infinity War, he sounded a lot more consistent than he did here. Acting wise, he's fine, but it's just accent wise, I don't know what was
It's
going on.
distracting.
Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One. I didn't feel it. And also I think I was kind of pissed that they had a chance to actually do an Asian Ancient One, and they were just like, we're gonna go for the whitest woman possible. And like everybody was like, we can't do it because it's Chinese and Tibet and everything. It's like hire an Asian American.
Yeah, but that's not the point. It was the whole Tibet thing. They needed that Chinese money, buddy.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they just went Asian American and didn't specify, would have been fine. Yeah, I didn't. And also the fact that they make a joke about it also kind of pissed me off low key, because they were like, "Oh, this is the Ancient One." It's like, no, that's your stereotype. It's like, no, just make that dude he looks like him anyway. Just do it. Yeah, but anyway, fight scenes in here were kind of cool, but I mean, like again, Strange doesn't really get to do his magic, which I guess they had to do that for the movie because it's the origin movie or whatever, but it kind of was just like, you kind of could have done something a little bit more interesting than just energy shields and ghost knives. Because there was this one podcast I was watching, and they were just like, yeah, if Doctor Strange had to try out for the Avengers after Doctor Strange 1, and like somebody was like, oh, so what do you do? And it's like, well, I can phase. And it's like, oh, well, we got a phasing guy. And it's like, well, I can summon like knives and energy and all of that stuff. Oh, look, we got an energy girl already. It's like, well, I know kung fu. It's like, we all know kung fu.
Yeah.
So it's just like they didn't really push to make him unique in this. I think the most unique thing was the cape. So yeah, it's like fine. It's better than Ant-Man. I'll give it like a 6.7.
Cool. Devon.
Okay, look.
Oh, sorry, and Baron Mordo race swap was a waste. Chiwetel Ejiofor has never been utilized properly, and he should have been Brother Voodoo or Doctor Voodoo. Anyway, that's my last thing
I don't
on
know,
that.
but okay.
I would have given it. Look, as the most entertaining part of this movie was the cape for me.
This kind of sounds like another movie that comes out later with some screaming goats. But okay, just continue.
Thank you. Great.
There is no universe in which Doctor Strange 1 is comparable to Thor 4.
No, it's the comment that made me think that. Not
No, I'm just saying the most interesting part
no,
about
Doctor
this
Strange
movie.
is way better than Thor.
I'm
Yeah.
just putting that out there before you get us canceled, Chief.
Like, if people
Also-
haven't tried to cancel us already, I don't know what
Yeah,
they were
no,
waiting
please,
for. I don't
please.
know.
After all the things,
Like, honestly,
after
like watch
everything
all our videos.
They will
subscribe,
take
like,
us down.
comment.
Thor 4 is better than Doctor Strange 1. They will nuke our channel.
No, watch all our videos, guys. If you want to cancel us, ne? Like, no, watch all of them. Like, subscribe, like, comment, like, share all that stuff, and then
Yeah.
maybe, yeah,
hate watch us. It's okay.
it's okay.
Right, is Kuto
Sorry,
Blue
Develo.
Disco
Yeah,
hot
please,
takes
please.
today? What's going on?
Okay, look.
Like, watch us on different devices at the same time. Would appreciate it.
Also, what I don't like is that at this point there was a clear a race towards introducing all the Infinity Stones, because putting the Time Stone in the Eye of Agamotto is a
Weird.
move. Yeah, a move. That's all I can say.
Just a side note, if it went back in time and Captain America put the stones back where they were supposed to be, Wakanda can just go back to the Sanctum Sanctorum and just ask them for the time stone to travel back in time to save T'Challa. Just recast T'Challa. Sorry.
And also the hilarious part of Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Mm-hmm.
Dormammu, he sounded like He sounded like a door salesman. Like whenever I try to he keep dropping the phone after I tell a sales agent,
Jehovah's
no,
Witness.
That is some Jehovah's Witness.
in time. No, come on, back in. No, you can save. Look, you can. I've got this cheap for you, cheap. No.
You guys know that he also voiced Omama, right?
Yeah.
Surprise. He was Smaug.
No, he likes doing CGI characters. Apparently, he was in this Andy Serkis bag for a
Yeah.
minute.
Like I said, he was also the voice of Smaug in that movie we shall not name.
Smaug, not Smug.
He must be Smaug, yeah. I will not call him by his proper name in that movie. I'm sorry.
It's better than Twilight.
Ooh, God, Twilight. No.
Kai, develop, continue.
Okay. The death scene from the Ancient One really didn't stick. It doesn't make sense how she got defeated and died because she was really running circles around them the first time around.
She's not the main character developed.
Yeah.
Penta has to die.
But I mean, also the other thing is like, what's this? I like how she was shitting on Doctor Strange, and it's just like you're pulling magic powers from a demon dimension. I don't think you have room here to have moral high ground.
And then of course we've got Modo who goes around. Oh God, I think that's what irritates me the most. Such wasted potential. I wanted to see the next battle. I wanted him to become the Sorcerer Supreme because that's what it's supposed to be. Damn it. So for that, it loses.
Oh, you're talking about the guy who's more qualified and more experienced than the actual main character. Oh, okay.
Wait, which guy? Because there's several guys, like Wong, for example.
Now, that's what I'm saying. We are supposed to see a story about this person becoming the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, he becomes a villain.
I'm talking about Doctor Strange.
Oh.
Where does
I
he
think
get
you're gonna say something that I was gonna say as well.
Where does he get his level ups? Where does he improve? Where does he finally step into that mantle that we know he is supposed to be? Because in the comics, that's who he is. He's the strongest one they have.
Because by the time he gets to the fight scene and the climax, he was still in training. Like, it didn't seem like he had mastered anything.
I appreciated that. I think the fumble came in the next movie. I think I appreciated that because it was like he didn't win because he was strong. He won because he was cunning.
Yeah, that I liked that. Like I said, as a character, I like that. What disappoints me is that what happens from there onwards. I mean, we have, and you're going to get a much get flag for this. I don't know if I'll be there or not when you go through Infinity Wars. The best fight sequence in that entire movie was between Doctor Strange versus Thanos. Fight me on that. That
but then there's a problem. But I'm saying, like, this is the problem when the character is strong, right? Like, one of my issues with Infinity War, and if I'm there for it, I'll definitely talk about it. I was like, dog, Strange forgets which powers he has. Because if he fought like how he was fighting against Ebony Maw, the way he fought Thanos, it would have been game over.
Like, guys, remember the Avengers are not the main characters in Infinity War.
But that's what I'm trying to get. Like, I want to see the progression when he finally takes up the mantle, and how they've fumbled his characterization makes me watching this movie extremely hard. It makes this movie unwatchable, and that's why
it's a good thing Steve Ditko was not around to see that nonsense. Honestly,
yeah, because that's why I take away points. Because I want him to see. I want a showdown between him and Modo. I want that ultimate magic battle. Is it ever going to happen? I doubt it. I'll eat my hat if that actually finally happens. With that being said,
yeah, because they gave us a post-credit scene that never got anywhere, right?
Yeah. So my score is another 5.5. Fight me.
What?
I will actually.
Yes, fight me. It's okay.
It's better than Ant-Man, but okay.
No, I can't watch both of them. Both of them are unwatchable because my issue is this one, the progression of this one. If it was just a standalone movie, I would have given it an 8 easily. But because there's another one and is involved in this universe,
but you can't hold the fumble of other movies against Doctor Strange 1. That's not fair.
Yes, I can.
Okay, guys. Now I don't want to lie. I really enjoyed this movie. But like I said, for me, I wasn't convinced that it's the Sorcerer Supreme. I actually never was ever convinced that it's the Sorcerer Supreme in the MCU. Because I didn't see a point where he seemed like he was better than Wong. It's just that they nerf Wong deliberately whenever he's around to make it seem like Wong is incompetent. I'm not saying he's bad at his job. He's actually good at what he does, but the supreme part for me, I'm not convinced. There's like other people that are as good as he is. So I never really got that. But the visuals, man, when I watched this at the theaters, the visuals really got to me. I was like, I've never seen a movie that has VFX like this. Like it was amazing. Like because I mean, when you see the comics and what Steve Ditko did in the comics and what other artists did in the comics, I mean, it was okay. It gave you some Art Nouveau sort of like feel to it and whatever. But when you see it in the movies, oh my God, it's impeccable. It is truly amazing what those guys were able to do. I'm actually surprised that they didn't even win an Oscar for special effects. It's amazing. Beautiful work. Tilda, chef's kiss, amazing. I loved her performance. Wong, brilliant. Benedict Wong was amazing as Wong. Everybody in this movie was great. Even Benjamin Pratt was amazing, funny enough. Everybody brought it. But it just felt like this movie was cut in half. It felt like there was other pieces of this movie that were left at the cutting room floor or something, because they had a certain run time to go by. For me, it feels like it could have been a 3-hour movie, personally, because some of the characters we didn't get much of, like we mentioned before, with the one of the Mickelson brothers.
Caecilius.
Modo Caecilius. I mean, probably we could have gotten more of Domamu even, So I think there is some additional footage that we didn't get access to because of this, but it worked for whatever it was. It's the best Doctor Strange movie so far, and I think it's the best version of Doctor Strange, apart from maybe Infinity War, that we see in the MCU. So for that, I'll give it an 8.2.
Daisy, that's me. Okay.
Duchesne, it's you, man.
Am I gonna get a 10 today?
Oh, flip. Sorry, I thought you spoke already.
When?
Sorry, Duchesne. Wait. Let's give it to Rob first.
God, that's just a cliche, apparently.
Sure.
It's unforgettable. No.
Oh God.
My feelings.
I think it's because we interject each other so much. It feels like you said your piece already.
You see that palm scene in the Doctor Strange movie? That's what Extraordin did to you. He was like,
I got pushed out. Okay, I'm just gonna blow through my part really quickly. Cool. First of all, number one, I think. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna blow through my part quickly. I think this thing did a great job following filmmaking 101. I think if you want to teach someone filmmaking about storytelling, you show them this movie because it hits the beats very specifically. You got the opening establishment. Okay, who is Doctor Strange? Boom, we get that. We get the inciting incident, his crash. We get him trying to fix himself. He goes to the thing. We get the cool learning thing which is just an acid trip, as Kutso said, as Mr. X said, with just the visuals. See, that's what Scorsese missed. That is cinema right there. That was some visually stunning stuff. The relationships between Edgerton and Chewie Edgerton and Mr. Wong were kind of short. There wasn't time. I get it. They have to get a lot of stuff done. There was a lot of setup to be done because, as you guys have said, this universe is huge. Personally, I didn't know anything about Doctor Strange until this movie. So for me, I felt like I needed to hear that. So definitely important. The bad guy, like if it wasn't for that one joke, I think I would have forgotten the character existed at all. Absolute waste of, again, as I said before, Mads Mikkelsen, who's a flippin' genius. But yeah, waste of a character. For those guys who don't know, the joke is that my name is Doctor or something like that. And then the guy's like, a doctor. And then he's like, no, Strange. And he's like, oh, I mean, but who am I to say? I love that joke. I'm bad at quoting stuff, but anyway, great joke. Yeah. I think what made this movie stand out in the past was the fact that there was no blue laser in the sky. I don't know if you guys remember, but that was a big deal at that time, to the point where people were showing like 10 movies all with a giant laser shooting up into the sky. And
Yeah, Suicide Squad, Man of Steel, Avengers 1, who else did it?
so I can't remember who else did it, but yeah, point is there were so many of them, and everyone's like, okay, no, time's up. And then this one was so refreshing.
But
So
why would they do a laser in the sky in this one? Where would they do it? Dormammu?
Yeah, probably.
Dormammu
I mean,
with a laser.
yeah, I mean, Dormammu rocks up in New York like he does in the comic books, and then a laser opens up in the sky, and he pops out of the laser. They could have done something like that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, they technically do that in. It's not a laser, but they technically do that in Multiverse of Madness, where that thing that looks like Shumagorath but is not Shumagorath steps through a portal. So
Yeah. I was also gonna say what Kutsu said about the whole Tabelo said about the whole powering up thing. I do
Oh,
agree
man.
that they skipped it with in terms of
Did
cleverness.
did I hear somebody mention Shumagorath?
no, we're not talking about Shuma, unfortunately.
Thank you, because I was about to set the world on fire.
I think what they were trying to do with this movie was aim for cleverness over power. I think it was the Mulan angle, where for those who don't know, okay, if you don't know the movie Mulan,
Which one?
The Disney version, right?
No, the
The
old,
Disney animated
The
film.
proper one,
the
the one that
animated
we
one,
count.
yes, the Eddie Murphy
Because
one.
there are different Mulan movies out of Disney. You know that, right?
Yes.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on you.
Sorry.
First, if you haven't watched that movie, dishonor on you,
Yes.
dishonor on
Like a
your
cow.
cow.
Masterpiece. But the point is, what makes Mulan unique in that movie is that she's actually clever. Now, unfortunately, a clever character is only as clever as the writer. And I think the writer, as you guys stressed, he couldn't paint him clever enough, so he ended up making some of the other characters look incompetent. I do, on some level, agree with that. So it did kind of power down the characters that had been there before instead of making Doctor Strange even more clever. I do think that was a miss there. I agree with that one. But
Like maybe if they had him trying to combine stuff, and people were like, don't combine these two spells together, and then at the end of it, he like defeats him by combining like the mirror dimension with like the shield stuff. And then people are like, what the hell? How did you do that? And it's just like, no, I was just like, he wins because he's the Einstein of magic. He's crazy enough to try stuff where everybody's like, you shouldn't do that. And then have it backfire later, like it does in No Way Home.
Exactly. Then he becomes a more rounded person. Absolutely agree. I think that would work perfectly. But yeah, altogether, I think this was definitely better than Ant-Man. Probably not as iconic as the original Iron Man, so I feel like it would be unfair to put it above the original Iron Man, which I gave a 8.7. So yeah, wonderful. That means I can comfortably give this a solid 8. Yeah, cool. And that's me.
Awesome. Duchesne, it's you, man.
Finish him.
Brutality.
Yeah, let's hope my internet holds up.
Oh,
this
for a
time.
second, I thought we were waiting for you to finish mopping the
Okay,
kitchen.
go.
Yeah, no, this movie was really good for me also. It was my first experience with Doctor Strange. I hadn't like heard of him prior to from any comic book or cartoon or other. Yeah, as you guys mentioned also, the visual effects were just stunning on this one. It was completely unique. I really thought that also brought the, let's just say, the world of what Doctor Strange is about really into context a little bit better. So that was really cool for me as well. Yeah, the main character also, Benedict Cumberbatch, was no. He's like his own version of like Tony Stark in a way, you know. So he was really good for me as well. Good character development. Yeah, definitely. Because he went from even just the whole thing, you know, an arrogant guy have to go start from zero. Whatever you thought makes you gets taken away from you, and you have to reinvent yourself. So that was a really cool angle. The black guy in it he's cool. He deceived me also. You know, I didn't realize he was the bad guy also. So that was good. I forget his name, but he was good.
Baron
Although. Yeah. So he played his role, man. I'm not gonna lie. The lady as well played the what's that lady the
I
thing again,
forgot
the
her. I
bald lady.
forgot. Tilda Swinton. I
Hmm.
thought you were talking about
Yeah.
the non-love interest that's a love interest.
That no one even mentioned
No,
throughout
no.
this whole
Oh,
movie.
Rachel McAdams.
Oh,
I
I
know her
don't know.
name,
She
but
was,
who
I
was she
think
in
she
the
was just like
movie?
a.
Elizabeth or
I
something. I
think
don't
she was
know.
just the plot device, man. She was just there
Yeah.
to
Girl.
present the love interest, sort
Yeah.
of. Yeah, she was just the girl. Yeah, you need a nice girl. But yeah, I was talking about the other lady, man. The ultimate.
Yeah, Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, that one also. Yeah, she was good. She was also really, really good. Her acting was, I don't know, like she played her role really, really well. I can't lie. I think it was more so the writing that was a little bit weird for me, I'd say. But her acting was really, really dope for me. So overall, I like all of these like pain points for me are not enough to say that it was a bad movie. It was really, really good overall. So I'd still give it an 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Yep.
I
I'm
mean, hey,
waiting.
you look at
I'm
these
waiting for the hate
scores.
comments.
I'm saying you look at these scores, and even our lowest, which was like 5.5, and you're just like, the MCU was not in a bad place.
Not really, no.
No, I mean this is probably
And then Phase
at
4
its
comes
peak.
down and says, Chigabaku Tensei, Shinra Tensei.
yeah.
You shall no pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, there you have it. This is our score for the current phase three, or even though we had started with the last two films of phase two. Dushane, thank you so much for joining us, bro. We truly appreciate all your takes of the movies. Guys, we truly appreciate everything that you've said as well. Even though there was a lot of debates that we've had in the session, that's why we couldn't
Hot
finish.
takes for
But that's
days.
the whole point,
I
right?
can't believe you are saying
That's the
Yeah.
Eternals.
whole point of this session. This session is
Yeah.
for us to
No, that
have a
was fun.
conversation about all of our favorite movies from franchises. And obviously, the MC is always going to be one of the biggest ones that we debate about because there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of stuff that we don't agree on, but we do agree on a lot of things, especially where executives are concerned because we don't agree with their decisions. But yeah, if you have watched us since from the beginning to like a 2 hour and 50 minutes, we truly appreciate it. And like me and Backmeister would say, you are strong. But we hope you catch us on the next one when we do phase three. For myself, Rob Sibeko, Backmeister Cool, Tebelokhala, and Dushane, we shall see you guys on the next one. This is African Frame, 7 Up. Peace.
Peace.
Asishe.
Ah.